What is this?
To this day, I still feel inside of me that I'm still being tortured.
No, God, stop!
I hope that I will recover from it, but inside of me and in my soul, I don't think I ever will, unless I see Russ McKamey in prison for the rest of his life. I want them to pay. I want justice.
What is this, dude?
I want my soul back.
It's crazy to think that this woman's talking about a haunted house, like those things you walk through with your friends on Halloween. And this haunted house is McKamey Manor.
McKamey Manor. It's called the most extreme haunted house in America.
Boom, just applied for McKamey Manor. That's right. I just signed up for the most controversial haunted house in the entire world. The haunted house that's so scary, no one's ever made it all the way through. And they even have a giant prize for the first person that completes it.
Offering $20,000 to anyone who could finish. Anyone get through the haunted house.
This sounds insane, dude. This actually sounds freaky. This actually is like unironically freaky.
Give you 20 grand.
Well, I'm gonna be the first person to win this money. So a little bit about this haunted house. It was all created by this guy, Russ McKamey.
I just like to entertain folks. I'm just Russ. Russ is just a good guy. You know, I'm not what you think.
This is the twisted mastermind who created McKamey Manor. He claims that no one's ever actually made it through his haunted house because he spent millions of dollars to create the scariest and most extreme contraptions that you can't even imagine.
So for those lucky few that actually get here, you will be amazed.
He claims this on his YouTube channel, where he actually videotapes every single person who goes through trying to win the grand prize. And the videos are intense.
We should be here. Why? You guys have lost your damn minds. I just died.
That thing right there, I'm never gonna be the same again. How are y'all so sure that someone can handle that?
No one's ever completed this thing. The videos of them trying go super viral online, even though he never even shows what goes on inside the haunted house.
I'm not going to give away all my secrets. Like people say, why don't you show a whole tour? I'll never show a whole tour because I want people to know, I want people to come here and be shocked and surprised. I'm not going to give away my magic. That'd be crazy. But we're doing a lot of crazy things that you can only imagine. I will never show you.
The only thing Russ has ever really shown to the public is the crazy reactions of people who have come out of his haunted house.
This is one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
And whatever goes on inside his house to make these people look like this is always been a mystery. But because of all the mystery,
dude, that's like insane.
There's a lot of allegations of what people think goes on inside this place.
It's not a haunted house, it's a torture house. There's some sort of hypnosis involved where they hypnotize you to make you even more scared.
I'm just wondering legally how they can get away with this.
McKamey Manor. McKamey Manor.
McKamey Manor.
McKamey Manor.
I might be getting ahead of myself here a little bit, but I will just say now that I'm pretty sure everyone that's ever talked about this place online is wrong. And I know this because I went through McKamey Manor myself, and I found out everything. Yeah, maybe I went a little too deep down the rabbit hole on this one, but no spoilers yet. Let's start at the moment I signed up for this thing. And signing up for McKamey Manor is kind of an intense process because only 1 to 2 people get to go through per week. And I mean, just listen to the owner describe just how long the waiting list is.
The list is long. As of last year, over 17,000.
Boom, just applied for McKamey Manor. It's probably gonna be about 10 to 20 years until I can go through. Well, I've been accepted, guys. Also, it hasn't been 10 to 20 years. It's literally been like an hour. I don't know how I jumped to the front of the line, but looks like it's my lucky day. Anyways, the owner wanted to get on a phone call with me.
There's 80 different activities that we can do inside the real manor. There is danger involved, so I need you really to pay attention. You might end up getting hurt or killed. And I'm telling you, one person has died here. That individual drowned inside of a stunt called Spectrum. And you will be doing that particular stunt that she passed away on. You will be doing it. It's called Spectrum. And you'll be doing it. It's a 200-yard underwater swim through an underwater haunted house.
Whoa.
When I put you in these different situations, you've got to be successful.
He's not kidding. because when I look up the people who have actually already been through this haunted house, I mean, a lot of them come out with serious injuries.
I've got a lot of injuries.
Broken bones. I mean, this haunted house just seems to be destroying people's bodies.
It's actually hard to talk. My lips are severely swollen.
But I'm determined to win this $20,000. So I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make it through this haunted house. I mean, I'm pretty used to going to the hospital. I practically have a hospital frequent flyer pass. I'm there so much.
Dude, I think I broke my neck again. Are you serious? Wait, really?
My whole life, I've been the kind of person to take huge risks. I love pushing my body to its absolute limit.
I told them I wasn't going to leave until I either land the double backflip or until I injure myself. Ow! The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Boone. Calls himself Reckless Ben.
Also, I'm gonna do everything I can to prepare for what's inside. First, I started preparing for this 2,000-yard underwater swim by training every day to see how long I could hold my breath. Next, I watched every single McKamey Manor video to find out exactly what these 80 stunts are.
We have 65 tarantulas crawling on you at one time. So the best thing to do is not to move a muscle.
I practiced the best I could for what I had at my house at the time to prepare for what goes on inside McKamey Manor.
You have to walk, it's almost like walking a tight wire, but it's up 25 foot in the air, 25 feet in the air, no net.
I trained more than you can imagine
like
for
Dark
every single one of these stunts until I was finally confident that I was going to be the first person to make it all the way through McKamey Manor and win this $20,000 grand prize.
The reason why we're having this little meeting here is that I know on your YouTube stuff you do some investigative work and this and that. Are you trying to do that with the manor? Are you trying to get dirt on the manor? Are you trying to do some kind of a investigative deal on McKamey Manor?
So no.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page because, like, you'll be signing a big old NDA, a non-disclosure.
Yeah.
I think your content that is extreme is a lot better than that other stuff. I watched a bunch of your videos and I thought that just from a, just a different perspective from someone that you don't know.
You got some critics too.
It's a little strange. This is the first time someone's ever criticized me about the investigative work I do. Normally people like it because, like, I'm taking down things like Scientology or evil cults. The only people that have ever had a problem with my investigative work are people that are doing bad things. So it kind of makes me think, like, are they doing bad things at this place?
Just in case. I thought it'd be smart to come up with some sort of a backup plan, just in case I get caught up in some, like, legal mumbo jumbo that I don't really want to be in. So here's the problem I'm currently facing.
They're going to send you part 1 of the contract, which has the non-disclosure.
Participant understands that if they violate this agreement, that they agrees to pay Russ McKamey Manor $50,000 as damages. Well, I'm going to take that. $1 of damages now. Hopefully he doesn't realize that we changed this and he just signs it, because he has to sign it right here. So
the plan was foolproof, because in the United States, if you sign something, you have to stand by it.
Boom. $1.
Now that I've covered myself legally, it's time to fly to Tennessee, where I was given secret coordinates and told to dress in a duck onesie for some reason. Yeah, I don't really know.
now that the onesie's on, it's real, dude. I never do this. I'm drinking an energy drink, dude. I have a low caffeine tolerance. Let's go. Return onto the road. I'm gonna end the video.
So this is where the footage ends on my part.
Dude, that'd be so
but rest assured, guys, this isn't where the video ends. You see, McKamey Manor actually live streams every person's experience that goes through to a secret closed Facebook group. And with just a little bit of hacking, I downloaded all of the footage.
It's showtime.
I just want to say that from this point on in the video,
He's like the only guy. He's like one of the. I'm sure I felt this way. That the owner gives you like such heebie-jeebies on such a real like making my skin crawl level. It's very weird, dude. Like unironically, like that guy's like gives me very, very bad vibes.
I will be breaking the NDA contract I signed because I'm right about to finally reveal all of Russ's secrets to you guys. And that breaks the NDA contract. I'm not allowed to do that. But I am a man of my word. So I am going to give Russ $1, which is the exact amount that we agreed upon in our NDA contract in case I break it. So
yeah, like
I am on my way to send Russ the
it's like that one
$1 through the
death
mail.
metal singer who had like, I have bones under my house. and then he got arrested like 10 years later for like literally murdering a bunch of people and like hiding them under his house. It's like that type of vibe.
Right now, so Russ, you will be receiving your $1 very soon.
Now for everyone at home, you guys are gonna, for the first time, finally see what actually goes on inside McKamey Manor.
There he is.
The first thing that happened to me when I stepped out of the car was they gave me a pair of upside-down glasses, making my whole world look like this.
Whoa! I'm gonna get so dizzy.
Next, they wrapped one of those dog shock collars around my leg.
Hey, don't be yelling that shit. So if you don't do what you need to do or anything, then you get zapped.
They instructed me to start doing exercises and more exercises.
Yes,
it was exercise after
This is
exercise.
what boomers are watching on Facebook, by the way. This is what you know how your boomer parents always spend time on Facebook. This is what they're watching. They're watching a Facebook torture live feed, like a live feed on a live feed on Facebook of people being tortured.
Exercise with no breaks.
If I take a little break, I can probably do more.
Oh, there's no breaks.
Okay, I'll keep going.
All right.
So I've been doing these exercises for about an hour now, and I started to think to myself, wait, I thought this was supposed to be a haunted house. Did I show up to the right place? And then things took a little bit of a turn, and not like things got scarier, things just got weird.
Bring over the paint and glitter, would you please? Paint them up good.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
I don't know, just when I picture the world's scariest and most famous haunted house,
We're probably the most famous haunt in the world.
I don't
Yeah,
really
boomers be
picture
like-
this.
Yeah, there you go.
Now we're talking. Get some pink in there. Yeah.
Pink. Yeah, now that is nice.
Like honestly, I'd probably picture almost anything else before I picture this. Like, did I really just fly from California to do first grade arts and crafts? But for whatever reason, this whole thing made Russ like way too happy. It seemed like he was just having the time of his life. And I know you guys are confused. I mean, I'm super confused, but it's
Bro.
okay. Because now, the actual haunted house that's been going super viral online is about to start. First, they gave me a metal garbage bag to wear as a backpack with a 100-pound cement block in it. And then it was back to more exercises in this guy's front yard. I guess they saw that I was used to exercising and had to find some way to make it harder for me.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
So we've been doing these stupid exercises now for like 2 hours, no breaks. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have unlimited endurance, and my body was giving out. But if my body gave out, they would electrocute me.
Oh no, what was it? I think Megan wanted you to sing something for her in here, didn't she?
Sing us a song.
Happy birthday to you.
Toot toot.
Happy birthday.
This thing actually gives me it's like so gross, dude.
to you.
Toot toot.
All right, keep crawling.
Toot toot.
I'm
It's
just
just
as
everyone-
confused at this point.
Literally everyone in this video, besides the reckless men, should be like literally sentenced to death. Unironically, like from what I've seen, and I know it's gonna get worse. They literally should be like executed, like electric chair, dead. I don't care, like 100%, bro. Like it's so gross. It's like freak stuff, dude.
Point as you guys are.
This is like Franson's Ranch type horror haunted house shit.
Like, what? But at this moment right here, my body had completely given out on me. No matter how many times they shocked me, I could not crawl anymore with this 100-pound weight on me. So as you can see in this next clip, they forced me to give up on the haunted house.
You only got about another, I don't know, 200 yards to go.
Yeah.
There's no likelihood to this.
Count
This
part.
is the fun stuff. Really?
Yeah.
Well, looks like my haunted house experience is over.
I don't meet the qualifications, I guess.
You're a professional athlete.
Yeah, I work out every day, and I
We didn't do anything. You do understand, right? That we haven't done anything yet.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't start the manor yet.
Yeah. You ain't
You're
got
not
there
gonna get
yet.
the big boy tour in the manor.
I guess I flew all the way out here for nothing because I couldn't even make it inside the haunted house. Yeah, aw, is right. I mean, I feel like I was falsely advertised to. I mean, the way this was advertised to me was there was 80 awesome contraptions, a 2.5-mile zip line. I was gonna be covered in spiders. I was told that this was gonna be like an Indiana Jones ride on steroids.
It's kind of like an Indiana Jones ride on steroids.
But instead, I guess I came all the way from California to just roll in this guy's front yard.
I think you said it's like Indiana Jones in real life. Yeah. And I want to experience that.
So they said, just for me, if I beg and plead, they'll take me to the entrance of this haunted house.
Uh-oh.
If you're willing to, on camera, bring the camera on here, Cecil.
Get a bit closer to us.
Beg and plead. I'm begging, I guess, because I want to keep going. I don't want to fail.
Sick. I guess I do get to experience the haunted house. So they put me in a straitjacket and told me I have to crawl all the way to the end of a tunnel, because at the end of the tunnel is the haunted house. But I was not able to crawl through the tunnel. And for some reason, when he was filming it, he kind of had his phone to the side, so you couldn't really get a good angle of me crawling through.
Hey, come on out. Come on out.
Come on out, Ben. I literally went as far as I could go. That goes 200 yards?
Yeah. Okay, let's break down what I would have had to do just to make it into the haunted house. After my body had completely, like 100% given out, I was gonna have to spelunk in a tunnel that is the length of 2 football fields, wearing a straitjacket. I mean, like, I already crawled as far as I could without a straitjacket on. I mean, you expect me to crawl further now with a straitjacket? They should have just sent me into the tunnel before they had me do all these stupid exercises. What were they thinking? So because of this, I guess I can't enter their haunted house.
In a super creepy way. I'm not rewinding it.
But for some reason, this actually made Russ surprisingly happy.
So it's probably a smart thing you did by backing out when you did.
But because I traveled so far to get here,
Just because you come such a long way, if you want to.
they told me they would give me one more chance to enter this haunted house. All I had to do was escape my straitjacket while inside a coffin, and then the haunted house starts.
You need to remove your straitjacket. Once you remove the straitjacket, you need to find 4 keys.
The rest of what he says is irrelevant, just because it's actually physically impossible for a human to escape a straitjacket in a coffin. The reason is to escape a straitjacket, your arm has to go fully around your body, which a coffin's walls restrict you from making these movements. May as well have just said, once you can lick your elbow, then we'll continue on to the haunted house. But the owner doesn't really seem to agree with my logic.
It's been done, doable. I did it, and it took me about 14 minutes to do it.
So to make it harder on me, he's gonna waterboard me. But I don't think he was like legally allowed to show this part, not even to his secret audience. And just to give you guys some perspective on waterboarding, the toughest to the tough CIA officers can last only about 14 seconds when being waterboarded. So basically, I'm just stuck in this coffin as he waterboards me for his amusement. But I wasn't giving up.
One more try. I got this.
Whatever it took, I was gonna keep going. He kept waterboarding me and kept waterboarding me until eventually it kind of seemed like Russ was starting to give up.
If we can't do it, we'll move on.
One more try. I'm gonna.
Okay.
And eventually, Russ finally did give up.
I'm gonna make a deal with you. We'll keep going. But you've got to start completing stuff.
Okay.
You gotta complete. You haven't started a clock yet.
Like
When
the
we do
biggest
rat
freak I've
race,
ever,
once you find a
literally
plexiglass
ever
container full of the mice, the clock starts.
So the haunted house starts once I find the plexiglass container of all the mice. Well, deal. Let's get this haunted house started.
You need to find a plexiglass container inside the maze that you're going to be in. You're going to be in a maze. Find the key. You're going to pull the key. Then a teeter board will flip over and release, I don't even know how many. I have no idea. I don't know how many. But you're going to find mice. Mice will then fall on you. So every time you open that gate, it releases water. Pull. Okay, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes.
Okay, there's a few things that happened here you might have missed, so I'm going to replay the footage to show you guys. The first thing I want to mention is I was told once I make it through a gate, it activates a lever, which makes the water stop.
Once the gate is secured, then the water is secured.
But the gate I went through was poorly built and broke on me, so he just kept spraying the hose at me, even though I already made it through the gate.
Like I made it through, and then it broke. And I was like, the water keeps coming.
And then I replayed the clip with a timer next to it. And I lasted 14 seconds, which according to Google, that's what the toughest of the tough people are lasting. So I almost did do the best humanly possible. But this does make me question though. Why the heck would Russ put hundreds of rats at a location where the only person that can make it to this location would have to physically be able to breathe water? I'm starting to have a lot of questions about this place.
See, I don't even think these stunts are possible.
I don't think he really understood this though, because he said, you know what, Ben? There's one more entrance to this haunted house, which was this. To me, this seems more like drowning than a legitimate haunted house entry, but this is what I was told I had to do if I wanted to make it inside the haunted house. And there's no real objective to this stunt. You're not trying to escape anything. There's no task he gives you to do, except for to sit there and endure the waterboarding until you drowned.
I'll try one more time.
All right, get in there.
It's not like if I tried again, I was
Kind of impressive
just,
this
like,
guy keeps
magically
trying.
be able to breathe water this time, but he told me if I tapped, I wasn't gonna be able to enter the haunted house. So, I mean, I told you guys I'm not leaving until I at least get inside this haunted house. But I still didn't get to make it into this haunted house. He just kept doing random things to me to try and like make me give up or something. Like, for example, he would like hold power tools in front of my face. Like, what the heck are these crazy haunted house entrance strategies? Like, can't we just go through the front door? Like, that seems pretty reasonable at this point.
Wow. Awesome, man.
But I still couldn't go into the haunted house. He had to cut me open and give me drugs first.
Did that like a chimp.
And I know what you guys are thinking. Are you ever gonna actually be able to make it into this haunted house? And the answer is yes. Right now, they've finally brought me to the entrance of this haunted house. I don't know, maybe this is like an elevator or something. Right as they were about to send me in, this happened.
My low battery just come on.
On me it did?
Yep, on this phone. I don't know why.
There are more phone issues.
I know. It's, I mean, this one's on. So I don't know.
Come on out.
At this point, I'm thinking, okay, there's no way he pulled me out because his phone ran out of batteries. But I was wrong.
Well, we're headed back to the vehicle.
Oh my gosh, real life.
So they told me I wasn't actually going to be able to enter the haunted house, and now I have to drive home. But the deal was, as long as you don't give up, you win $20,000. Technically, I didn't quit, so looks like I just won $20,000, baby! Even though I guess I technically didn't even step inside the haunted house, so now I'm just left with like a bunch of questions. My first question is, who the heck are all these people that are regularly making it into this haunted house? Or has no one ever made it to the haunted house? But that would be a waste of millions of dollars this guy claims he spent on it, which makes no sense. Why would he just leave it empty? Well, I'm going to tell you guys the answer to everything in next week's episode. Yes.
All right, let's find out.
Last week, I experienced McKamey Manor, the only haunted house that's so scary, no one's ever completed it.
I can't do anymore. I can't do anymore.
That thing right there, I'm never gonna be the same again. How are y'all so sure that someone can handle that?
But I'm not giving up, no matter what. And I haven't even gotten into the haunted house yet. For some reason, the owner just thought it'd be fun to take an active chainsaw and wave it around my face. But anyways, I was seconds away from entering the famous McKamey Manor. And then the owner's phone ran out of batteries.
Russ, my low battery just come on.
On me it did?
Yep, on this phone. I don't know why. So I don't know.
Come on out.
I guess he thought it wasn't worth sending me inside McKamey Manor if he couldn't film it, so I got sent home. But the deal is, if you can last the entire day without giving up, you win $20,000. It's the end of the day now, and I still haven't given up yet, so I'm claiming that $20,000 cash, baby! But before I could officially accept my prize, Russ, the owner and creator of McKamey Manor, invited me into the place where he live streams every single person that goes through his haunted house. Ooh, I'm in. He told me I was required to make a video where I addressed the McKamey Manor haters.
My lovely
haters, and you all know who you are.
Because I guess these guys are about to actually shut down McKamey Manor.
There are new efforts this morning to shut down an extreme haunted house here in Tennessee.
More than 18,000 people signing a Change.org petition to have McKamey Manor closed.
Thousands have signed a petition to shut down McKamey Manor.
So I was like, okay, I'll make a video.
What's up, guys?
And they even gave me some talking points of what I should talk about during my live stream.
What do you think about the haters and the low information crowd, specifically the Tennessee location, who continue to make uneducated and misinformed comments regarding McKamey Manor and Russ McKamey himself? I don't really know that much about the haters. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look them up.
So I decided to look up the McKamey Manor haters. Turns out they have their own super secret Facebook group also, which is run by this guy who goes by The Wolf. So I asked him if he'd be down to get on a phone call with me sometime. Nice.
So, Russ always likes to call us hate groups, because, like, you know, he tries to make us out look like the bad guys and everything. We're not really hate groups, but for my group, we're just trying to warn people. Like, the thing I have an issue with is he's lying to these people, but when you get there, there's no haunted house.
Whoa. Well, that makes no sense. Just look up McKamey Manor online. It's definitely real.
Look it up on the internet. Everybody says, oh, yeah, you know, it's all over the place. It's the most extreme haunted house. It's real, you know. None of this stuff exists.
I'll agree with The Wolf that, yeah, it was a little suspicious that the owner's phone just happened to die just seconds before sending me into his haunted house.
A low battery just come on.
Come on out.
And there's also the fact that the owner said he will never show footage from inside the haunted house.
It's crazy stuff, but I will never, ever show it. That's going to be a secret till the day I die.
But if you actually want to see that McKamey Manor exists, all you have to do is just look up the people who have actually been through McKamey Manor themselves, and it's pretty obvious that there's definitely something very crazy inside.
This was one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
It was awesome. I'm really glad I did this.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have an amazing time, but every single other person that's come here did have an amazing time. I guess I was just the unlucky one. Or there's one more option, which a lot of you guys commented in my last video, which is that Russ found out I'm a YouTuber.
I know on your YouTube stuff, you do some investigative work. And are you trying to do that with the manor?
He didn't want me to expose all his secrets, so that's why he didn't let me into the haunted house. That was about half the comments in my last video, so now it's time to figure out what's really going on. So first, the Wolf's theory, that McKamey Manor is fake. I asked this guy what it would possibly take to prove him wrong.
Do whatever you gotta do to see a one live animal there. One rat, one mouse, one bug, one snake, anything.
Wait, that's it? That sounds super easy, considering the fact that hundreds of these rats were gonna fall on me the second I entered the haunted house.
When you do rat race, the clock starts. Mice will then fall on you.
But the Wolf claims that the rats were never gonna fall on me because the haunted house in his eyes is fake.
Show me, if you can get Russ to show one live animal, one rat or snake, and he's holding it and says, here it is, it's a live rat, I admit right now that I was completely wrong.
But I didn't think that was good enough. I wanted to see if this guy will really put his money where his mouth is.
Should we say we'll delete the hate group? Is that a possibility? If he can...
Well, I will immediately delete the hate group, but I will apologize.
Okay, so then...
On record too. I will make a public recording of this.
He actually made the recording.
More than happy to shut it down completely. All you have to do is hold a live rat.
Well, that's a legal verbal contract.
That I am now going to show to Russ McKamey.
You asked me to ask one question about, like, what do I think of the haters?
Yeah.
And I finally have an answer, I think.
Okay.
I think we could actually get that group, like, taken down, like, once and for all.
Oh, that'd be great. And all the defamation of character that they do, it's just horrible stuff that they do in there. So take them out. Go get them. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can do it.
This is the video he sent.
Alright, this message is for Russ McKamey. There's this guy named Ben that's been investigating me, trying to get my hate group shut down. Look, Russ, I'll make a deal with you right now. This thing has gone far enough. You want my hate group shut down? I will be more than happy to shut it down completely. I'm saying this on video. You do one thing for me, okay? Prove a piece of the manor. McKamey Manor is real. All you have to do is hold a live rat or any other kind of animal like a snake or something like that that you claim you have in the manor. You can do that, I will shut down for good and you never have to hear about me again.
Take them out. Yes, take them out.
But I think it's a verbal contract. I think he actually has to delete it if you, like, his one request is you, like, hold a rat, I guess. But
I mean, how easy is that?
yeah.
But I'd rather him just, I kind of like him out there in a way, in a weird way, because that's where all the haters go. It's just his double-edged sword. You know, he doesn't bother us. It's almost kind of a positive thing, yeah.
Oh, okay. He said that your hate group is actually doing good things for the manor, and he's not going to show me the rat because he likes what you're doing, and it's a good thing for him.
Because the rat doesn't exist, that's why.
Well, he claims it's because your guys' hate group's actually a good thing.
He's going to say whatever he can. I mean, you can use
shows
any
the
excuse
torture
at all
bomb, dude.
to get him to show you a rat. He won't do it.
Sorry to cut you off. I actually just remembered that immediately before Russ had to show proof of a rat, he was telling me how much the hate group definitely was not a positive thing for him.
It's just horrible stuff that they do. So take him out.
That's weird, right? Like, why would he switch his entire opinion about the hate group just over one simple request to hold a rat? But before I could finish that thought, the wolf gave me a warning. Now that I've seen the wolf's proof, bad things are gonna happen to me.
Because I showed you things that you were not supposed to see. You're deemed a hater.
What if I just wanted to hear your perspective so I could answer his question that he gave me?
You don't get a perspective. It's like a cult. And that's why my guys like the Kool-Aid Man.
But I'm doing it to answer his question, so he's...
Oh, that don't matter.
Huh.
You've seen what Russ doesn't want you to see, so you're pretty much a hater.
Okay, let's take a second to logically think about this. Why the heck would Russ send me into a hate group just to then turn on me because I did what he said? This wolf guy is starting to sound like a crazier conspiracy theorist than the flat earthers.
Keep it flat.
And those guys were crazy. But anyways, I was interested in this and decided to travel deep down the internet to find out more. And what I found was even the people that used to be in Russ's close circle have said the same thing.
Yes, Russ will tell you to go in there and spy. And then more often than not, we'll say, well, you turned.
I questioned him one time, and it's just like a switch flipped, and I was public enemy number one. I was fucking humiliated and bullshitted enough and harassed.
Started asking questions. And that's what Russ does not want. If you start asking any kind of questions,
I just don't understand what even
Russ
people
gets
ask.
so fucking offended, and he gets pissed. It's just like a cult.
What even game from lying about torturing people
Before I
for
could
fun?
look
I
any
don't even
further,
understand.
I got a
It's such
voice
a weird
message on my phone
subculture, dude.
from an unknown number.
Ben, this is Kelly from McKamey Manor. I'm one of the admins that runs the page, reaching out to you regarding the bullshit with Wolf. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna put it right out there to you. This is fucking ridiculous. It's corny. I really don't know what your goal here was. I think what you did was dumb. I think it was obviously reckless, and that's your name, so fitting there. And I think that if you really sit down and do some soul searching, you'll realize what you're doing ain't it. This just ain't it. And you seem like you're very fucking lost.
Kind of feels like McKamey Manor is starting to turn on me because I know too much.
I don't want to be in the same situation as these people and have bad things happen to me too. So if bad things do happen to me, I at least want to make sure I'm protected first. So here's what I did. First, I created a legally binding contract between me and Russ.
Russ McKamey acknowledges and accepts that Ben Schneider's involvement in the McKamey Manor hate group is solely for the purpose of investigation. Russ McKamey agrees not to ostracize Ben Schneider.
Basically, Russ is not allowed to punish me for doing the very thing he told me to do. The next step was to trick Russ into signing this contract. I figured the easiest way to do this was just to sign up another friend from McKamey Manor, Danny Burke. If you're thinking, how the heck does this help, Ben? Well, just keep watching. You'll see. First, you guys remember the bullet ant, the animal with the most painful sting in the world. Oh my gosh! Ah! Well, this was Danny's reaction when he got stung by 200 of them all at once.
It's stinging like crazy.
He'll be perfect.
Remember that haunted house I was telling you about a while ago?
If I survive the bullet ant and the burns, like, what are they gonna do? I would love to do it, dude.
Danny was super down. The only problem was there's currently 17,000 people waiting in front of us to go through McKamey Manor also. I had a 1 in 17,000 chance of getting picked, and the odds of that happening again are 1 in 289 million. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look too promising. But then...
I got a message 20 minutes later saying I'm in.
Nice.
I don't know how we pulled it off, but we pulled it off. A few days later, Danny got a non-disclosure agreement saying he couldn't spill any secrets that go on inside the haunted house. And this, yes, page 14 of Danny's NDA is where I decided to hide the contract I made from before. And Russ is expected to sign right here.
He's gonna think like, oh, I already created this, so I don't need to read it again, you know? So, but really, it's not his document, it's our document. That's just very similar.
Yeah, bro just likes to modify
Step
contracts.
8 was to have Danny fly out to Tennessee with us.
You're in Nashville now, yes! Crazy day today. I'm freaking actually here.
Step 14 was McKamey Manor instructed us to pick up some supplies. But we broke McKamey Manor's rules. McKamey Manor actually told us not to go to this Walmart, but to a different Walmart that was like further away from their house for some reason. Last week, I followed their rules, and it made me late to their haunted house.
Also, there was a Walmart Supercenter on the way, but he directioned me to a Walmart that's like 30 minutes out of the way.
But this time, we're not making the same mistake.
We're not going to be late this time. We're going to the Walmart right by Russ's house.
Of course I know McKamey Manor. He actually works here.
What?
They can break your bones, pull your teeth, shave your head, freeze you.
It ain't really scaring you. It's just, he's gonna torture you. It's gonna hurt. People go out there with broken bones, broken noses, broken teeth. Their teeth broke out.
It was confusing, like, why wouldn't he have let us come to this Walmart? Like, it's so close to his house.
Step 284 was to print out our contracts.
Danny's contract's printed out.
Step 285.
Freaking works a
Finally,
Walmart.
the last step, by the way. Oh my god, that was a lot of steps. Danny now has to trick Russ into signing this.
Because what happens if we go over this contract and he sees the changes that you made?
Well, that's not going to
Super
happen,
freak.
Danny, because I've created what I call an emergency Russ backup plan, where I found Russ's biggest weakness.
He's afraid of snails.
Freaking stop! Stop! Okay.
Snails. Sorry.
We got 2 snails as a distraction. This will be our distraction in case he starts reading through the contract himself.
All right, our contestant is here. What's up?
So I read it and I signed it.
Whatever you do, do not mention McKamey Manor.
Yeah.
Anywhere, like at Walmart. Don't mention that you're doing the tour anywhere.
Whoops. Too late. As Russ was flipping through the pages to make sure the contract was signed, I unleashed my distraction.
All right. Nice. Real snail. All that rumor about me and snails. See, it's a rumor. Don't believe all these rumors.
Dang. No way.
He put the snail in his mouth. He's not afraid or scared of snails.
Why would Russ start a rumor that he's afraid of snails just to break his own rumor?
This is
The
insane,
good news
dude.
for me is we got Russ to sign the
This guy's
contract,
just
saying
literally-
I'm
it's like-
finally
it's like an
allowed
alternate
to
reality,
research
bro.
McKamey Manor.
Going full on this one.
Going full? Okay.
Yeah, going full.
Now, he said dive in deep. So, I want to dive in deep. Tell me everything there is to know about McKamey Manor.
The wolf didn't really have that much more to tell me. So I decided to dive in deep myself. First on Google Maps to get a satellite view of his entire haunted house, which is this. It looks like a pipe you crawl through,
Get on your belly. Get on your belly.
a mud pit where he throws mud on your face,
You like that? No.
and rat race, which he told me is where I was going to actually enter his haunted house when the hundreds of rats fall on me.
Once you find a plexiglass container full of the mice, the clock starts.
But where does he put all the rats? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from this picture. It's pretty blurry. So I went deeper down the internet. What I found was just an empty cage for a rat race. And I don't see anywhere on this entire contraption where hundreds of rats fall on you. I guess this makes sense though, because he requires every single person to go through an impossible amount of waterboarding before they would ever have a chance to make it to the rats. But anyways, if the rats aren't real, and the rats were the entrance to the haunted house, and you can't have a haunted house without an entrance, how would you get inside? So according to the math, McKamey Manor doesn't exist. So does that mean that everything Russ told me would be inside is just a lie?
A 200-yard underwater swim to an underwater haunted house.
Whoa.
Let's go back to Google Maps. Where the heck do you place a 200-yard, which is 600 feet, underwater swim in this is according to the Google Maps scale, a yard that's only 500 feet long? The wolf was right. McKamey Manor isn't real. So then what about all the people who have been through McKamey Manor? So I decided to watch every single person who's ever been through. And I started to find a common pattern.
Guess what? You didn't even make it to the manor.
You haven't done anything yet.
I know, I can't do it.
You haven't done anything everything. You missed everything.
You're too weak to even make it in the door here.
You haven't hit anything.
I'm starting to think it's just like a big ruse. It doesn't exist.
I guess every single person just thinks the same thing, that they were the only ones not able to make it in.
I didn't get far.
You didn't even get far. You didn't even make it in the door.
Right.
But in reality, it's just because McKamey Manor doesn't exist. So there's no place to take him to. Like for me, Russ literally had me doing the stupidest exercises in his front yard for hours, try and wear me out too much so I couldn't go in. But little does he know, I'm actually a professional athlete. Next, he tried waterboarding me.
If you can't do it, we'll move on.
One more try. I'm gonna.
Okay.
One more try. I got this.
And then he moved an active chainsaw closer and closer to my face until I quit.
Employees and people who worked with him, he said he would rather kill someone than let them get to that $20,000.
But I'm telling you guys, I was not going to quit no matter what. I was so ready to enter this haunted house, you guys don't understand. And maybe that's why Russ's phone conveniently ran out of batteries, because he didn't want to have to kill me.
A low battery, just come on.
Come on out.
And the more you look into it, the easier it is to see just how fake McKamey Manor is. Like, how the heck are you going to claim you have a 2.5 mile long zip line in McKamey Manor when the longest zip line in the entire world is only 1.76 miles long? So this is where things just don't make sense to me. It should be very obvious that this is a fake haunted house, but when you look up McKamey Manor online, all you see are videos like,
they will have to swim 200 yards underwater in a makeshift sewer system with several obstacles and traps blocking their way. It is participants' responsibility to hold their breath while navigating the underwater maze. That sounds like something from Mario.
And this is where I'm missing a big piece of the puzzle. How the heck is Russ hiding all of this? And for whatever reason, I'm not going to be able to find the answer online. So I contacted every single person from Russ's group that's ever questioned him. This includes old business partners, old actors, old admins who used to work for him. And every single person gave me the same answer.
I signed an NDA, and I can't really talk about a lot of shit. I just can't say too much.
Do you know anyone else that has this information that's not under a contract, or?
I think a lot of people that I really know really are under contract. It's gonna be a hard choice when you can fucking take that bitch. I'm telling you.
What I found out is that no one who's ever been involved with McKamey Manor is allowed to talk to me.
I've been trying for years. It's like just nobody. It's like everybody's like, I don't want to be harassed no more. I just
That's
want
crazy,
to be
dude.
alone. I've tried so hard to get some of these past people to talk.
Dang, and just no one talks about it. Well, if everyone has to stay quiet, then I'm
Beardson
just gonna
Manor doesn't
find
even
out
exist.
myself. Maybe you guys in the comments were right. Maybe Russ went easy on me because he found out I was a YouTuber.
I know on your YouTube stuff, you do some investigative work, and are you trying to do that with the manor?
Because for a lot of other people, this gets dark. First, he'll sit them down and give them a false hope of how awesome McKamey Manor is once they make it inside.
2 large warehouses are plenty for what we're doing.
There were going to be contraptions and things that I was going to go through. I was psyched. I was so excited.
It's a very complicated setup. That's why this haunt is world famous. That's why we went to see what we got, because we're doing illusions that nobody else has even thought of before.
And once he's convinced the person to go in,
I don't
he tells
understand them wanting to do this though either. That's the thing. Like, it's a bizarre story, but also it's like, who is signing up to willingly do this?
He's gonna pick them up in a parking lot so they can drive to McKamey Manor.
Take you to another location because we can't do what we're going to do here.
Told that, you know, I was only going to be in the van for 30 to 45 minutes, and then I was going to go to the warehouses.
You were going to be taken to different warehouses. Those warehouses never
They
existed.
touch you up.
Instead, he gets a crew of people to literally just beat this person up.
The hits were full force in my face.
They don't stop beating you up until you're medically unable to go into his make-believe
Dude.
greatest haunted house in the world.
My nose was severely sprained. My left foot was fractured. I was straw-fed with liquids and food because I couldn't open my mouth.
When Red was drugged behind the truck, that never should have happened. That fucked Red up. I was hanging off the tailgate filming it.
So if this is what's really happening at McKamey Manor, then why the heck, if you type in McKamey Manor online, are these the only type of videos you're ever gonna see?
I say, Russ, all of you so much that I love you dearly. And I so appreciate you allowing me this opportunity.
How the heck is Russ hiding this?
Before Russ put the cameras on, Russ did threaten me and tell me that I needed to say all these amazing things about McKamey Manor. Russ did threaten me of $50,000.
Do you now, or have you ever felt threatened in any way?
Absolutely not. Nope. No way.
Russ made me see how exhilarating my tour was.
This is one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
Yeah, fuck you, Russ. He made me lie.
But it works, and it tricks more people to come to his haunted house.
It's personal to Russ, and that's all it is. It's all personal. He likes to see people in pain. That's what he likes.
The man told me specifically that he has PTSD, and the only time the voices go quiet in his head is when he's doing a show or when he's watching a show. That's why when someone drops out, he is so fucking desperate to fill that slot.
On top of that, he takes footage of the person right after they got beat up and edits it together with their positive review.
It was awesome. I'm really glad I did this.
When you watch the now completed video that Russ made,
dude,
it genuinely looks like the
actual
crazy
snuff
stunts
films.
inside the manor is what made this person have such a crazy time.
If you really want to see all the new stuff, all the things that freak people out, and you know there's a reason why people freak out. So if you want to see those, come on down.
Everything in the videos is the definition of false advertising.
I can promise you that you will not be injured, you will not be cut up. And knowing that, there's no reason to quit. And you would be $20,000 richer. Who else, Aaron, what other
The
establishment
box cover thing was weird. Was that real? Yeah, I don't know about that, dude.
to take the tour? And
I thought that was like fake.
your
I don't know.
price of admission, Aaron, is one bag of dog food.
Nice hat, thank you.
What we were doing was in fact not what was being said it is on
This is
social
freaky
media.
stuff, dude.
It's all about the filming and the editing of it.
And people fall for it, thinking they're going to experience the greatest haunted house in the world. When in reality, they've just been tricked into getting beat up or waterboarded. Because that's all McKamey Manor is. Nothing else. You can even see from all the people that fall for this that their experience is nothing like what was advertised to them in the videos.
I don't care how much you watch or learn. It is not enough to prepare you for this. I don't even think that thing online ever happened. I mean, did you ever actually do a haunted house?
The thing I keep coming back to is how the heck does this exist? And no one knows what's really happening. There's still that last piece of the puzzle, which I finally figured out. I'm not allowed to say how I found this. Maybe in a later episode I will be able to say it. However, at the beginning of the video, I showed you guys a petition to shut down McKamey Manor.
More than 18,000 people signing a change.org petition
So
to have
insane,
McKamey
dude.
Manor closed.
It's literally a
That
science to get
petition
like
was actually
tortured.
created by Russ himself. Yeah, makes absolutely no sense until you realize that if Russ controls the hate groups, Russ controls what the hate groups think.
He planted the seeds for all this hater stuff.
Almost every single person who wants to see Russ in jail,
This man needs to be behind bars, please.
he has them completely distracted from what's actually going on.
McKamey Manor is practicing Project Monarch on its victims, MK Ultra, were
Bro.
injected with large amounts of LSD at McKamey Manor, which adds a whole new level to this shit. Now, I really didn't want to believe that this is actually what's going on here, but all of the signs are pointing to this.
These people really believe in this shit. Really believe that MK Ultra is real. People really fucking believe this shit.
And if everyone is this distracted, then when someone finally comes and talks about the truth, they just seem like a crazy conspiracy theorist. Like, for example, almost every single person who got beat up in Russ's van has gone to the police.
I want this man to be in prison. Unfortunately, this Detective Shepard was on Russ's payroll, and anyone that went through McKamey Manor and got hurt, that went to the police, dealt with Detective Shepard and made sure that we all were quiet. I think the FBI should be involved. I think all of these people should be taken down.
So if anyone ever brings this up to Russ, then Russ knows how to publicly make them look like just a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Corrupt
in a way, like they could be.
William, you're digging now. You're fishing. So you think my active duty guys are corrupt, William, young William.
I'm just saying, like that's a thing that they could be.
There you go, audience. We have 2 corrupt law enforcement officials working here, and they're like hiding McKamey Manor. I like that. All right, that's a good rumor, and you can take credit for that rumor and pass that one along. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, so that's your job. You keep that one going.
Basically, Russ has been one step ahead of everyone this entire time.
Russ is by far one of the most manipulative men, even human being that I've ever come across.
But not anymore. Now that I know all of this, I'm one step ahead of Russ and my friend Danny, because I told him everything. And Danny's going into McKamey Manor next week.
Do not quit whatever you do.
And since there's no actual McKamey Manor to take him to, this will be very interesting. Most importantly, guys, my last video got flagged and is not doing too good.
All right, next video, Manor 3.
Well, if you're watching, then YouTube hasn't taken this video down yet, but they're probably going to take it down soon, just like my last video. But I'm not going to say I wasn't warned that this would happen.
Make sure you have your video backed up because they're going to go right after. They do not want you to see that stuff. They don't want anybody to see that stuff.
YouTube said that my video got taken down because of the scene at the 14-minute and 38-second mark, which is this.
Where does he put all the rest?
This isn't a dangerous activity. I'm just exposing that McKamey Manor is a scam.
I mean, my personal opinion, I don't think that exposing a scam for being a scam should be grounds for taking down my video. I mean, I'm the one that exposed them.
Spam reporting it. Like, just have everybody go on there and I'll report Ben's video on there.
Report his video. We got one of them taken down.
And they're going to shut down your whole page.
So my current solution right now is I have the video up on Patreon. Because I'm demonetized, I guess the only way to fund the rest of the series is through Patreon. So if you guys want to see a crazy McKamey Manor series, then definitely subscribe to my Patreon, because that's the only way that the rest of the series is going to be able to be possible. So, but there's only one thing to do now. Time to go back to McKamey Manor. Let's go.
Okay, we are literally pulling up right now. That's it right there. See that red barn? That's his house.
Also, all the footage you're about to watch from this point on was filmed before any of this was uploaded to YouTube. So at this point in the McKamey Manor timeline, we still have Russ's full trust. But in the last episode, we found an overwhelming amount of evidence that McKamey Manor doesn't even exist. I mean, it looks like someone was trying to build a McDonald's playground and then realized they didn't have a budget. So just by looking at this thing, it's pretty obvious that no one would ever travel all the way to Tennessee just to climb through this little maze thing as he sprays you with water. So Russ has to basically just lie his butt off to convince people to come. Like, this is what he told me.
I think it's more fun than crazy, so it's kind of like an Indiana Jones ride on steroid. 200-yard underwater swim through an underwater haunted house.
Whoa.
So obviously when I got to McKamey Manor, none of it existed, and instead I kind of just felt like I was being used for a weird fetish thing.
Get some pink in there.
Yeah. Pink? Yeah, now that is nice.
It was weird, but honestly, I'm not really the best person to decide whether or not something is someone's fetish or not. So we showed this footage to a professional dominatrix.
Over the past 6 years, I've been working with people online who have pretty much every fetish imaginable.
After watching the footage, this is what she had to say.
You know, like the phrase like, oh, I want to paint your face. That's just like you want to come on.
Oh, really?
Face. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But this is where Russ's fetish gets surprisingly dark. A lot of the people who have fallen victim to Russ's scam are now saying this.
It's personal to Russ, and that's all it is. It's all personal. He likes to see people in pain. That's what he likes.
Because when a lot of these people came to McKamey Manor expecting the greatest haunted house ever, Russ didn't want to show them that this is all his haunted house is. So instead, he just got a crew of people to literally beat them up until they were hospitalized, making it so the person never gets to see the haunted house, and Russ gets off on his sick fetish. And you know what? He's gonna continue getting off on this sick fetish, because videos like mine that say what's actually going on get reported and taken off YouTube. So if my plan to reveal all of McKamey Manor's secrets is no longer an option, then I guess I'm just gonna have to try a better approach. So here's the plan. The entire business side of McKamey Manor is run by a group of moderators. The thing about these moderators, though, is they are fully brainwashed and do whatever Russ tells them to do. Like, listen to what happened to this guy when he decided to ask Russ a question.
I questioned him one time, and it's just like a switch flip, and I was public enemy number one. I was fucking humiliated and harassed.
If you start asking any kind of questions at all, Russ gets so fucking offended. But it's just like a cult. Just like a fucking cult.
So hear me out on this. If we can accidentally show every single moderator all at once what's really going on, Russ will have to banish all of them at the same time. And without these moderators constantly recruiting and screening people, McKamey Manor just won't be able to operate, and no one else will ever get scammed again. But my plan's not just going to be as easy as going up to these moderators and saying, McKamey Manor's fake. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder than that. I mean, look at this guy. He's got a Confederate flag hanging on the back of his wall. You really think he listens to what people tell him? So instead, we're just going to have these moderators see the truth for themselves on Russ's next live stream, where my friend Danny Burke is now signed up and ready to go through McKamey Manor. Danny's the absolute perfect person to ever go through this haunted house. I mean, Danny's such a crazy person that they're even making cartoons about him.
Check out this video on YouTube.
Holy fuck! If it's on YouTube, how bad can it be?
Oh my god! The ants have the most painful venom on Earth.
Yeah, Danny's basically survived to the most painful experience a human can experience, all with a big smile on his face.
Singing like crazy.
McKamey Manor's gonna be nothing to him.
This is the craziest person I've ever met. If Danny can't make it through, the manor's not possible.
This is already turning out to be a great plan. I mean, we haven't even started yet, and Russ is super uncomfortable.
Don't be that guy that goes too far. You know, we all know our limitations, right? So you get to your limitations, like, man, if I go any further, I'm gonna seriously hurt myself.
Yeah. Well, you should be uncomfortable, Russ, because you don't have any haunted house to take Danny to. And he's not gonna quit no matter what. And your moderators are all gonna see the truth.
But just like I said, when things get to be too crazy, or to the point of where like, yeah, I'm just wiped out, then you gotta see.
And Danny's just gonna keep going because he's not gonna quit. Anyways, it's now time for Danny to go through McKamey Manor.
I genuinely think that...
Thank you, Nicole.
That if there is someone to beat the manor, it's Danny. He's done crazy things
Megan,
I've ever
Chris. Yo, come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
seen. I've seen Danny push himself to literally the highest of the highest limits. And, are we sponsored by Mentos?
No. Hey, Ashley.
Danny was given upside-down glasses, just like me. Ooh, trippy. And that's about as crazy as it gets. Remember, guys, there's no actual haunted house. So, instead, Russ just decided to make Danny do exercises. So far, it's looking like Danny's going to experience the same thing I experienced, which basically we just spent the entire day doing pointless, stupid exercises in his front yard. And right when it was time for me to enter the haunted house, his phone died.
My low battery just come on.
On me it did?
Yep, on this phone.
Come on out.
My guess is that the exact same thing is going to happen to Danny, where something conveniently happens so he can't go into the haunted house. So because of this, we just wanted to see what Russ would say if Danny asked to do something from inside the haunted house. Like, for example, Russ promised him that he would have his head enclosed in a box with bees, wasps, or other creatures.
Wouldn't your fans want to see me get through the wasp and all that stuff? Like, that was...
Danny, stop. Don't complain.
It's not complaining, it's simple questions.
Okay.
It says it's a haunted house.
I'm not going to explain this, Danny.
Rush, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you are.
I completely apologize.
It is strange because all Danny asked to do was just what was advertised to get him here. But by Danny
my favorite part is how they make him buy the dog food, and you know they're just literally just feeding the dog. They're just feeding the dog that they have on property and making people buy the dog food.
The simple question, I mean, he
play,
really put Russ in a sticky situation.
You haven't got there yet. What can you not understand?
Teleport to that already. Why can't I do that already? That's what I came here for.
No, that's not part of it.
Hey, we're spending all this money to come out here.
Got it.
And I can do it. I'm ready to do it. I'll bet you my whole house that I can...
That's enough, Danny. That's enough.
I thought this was more like an impressed thing. Oh, Danny's ready for this already. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I thought you would take it as a compliment. I'm really sorry. Do the animal stuff, because that's like Danny Burke's specialty. Like, what does he do? Go to my YouTube channel, I get stung by insects. I took an executioner wasp to the face.
We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt you.
So, but I'm supposed to get scared.
So it is a little weird that Russ is saying he's not here to hurt us when past contestants have said,
My nose was severely sprained, my left foot was fractured, I was straw-fed with liquids and food because I couldn't open my mouth.
people are definitely getting hurt by this place. But I think that the reason Russ said this is now that someone like Danny has come to McKamey Manor, someone who can actually take this pain and is willing to expose him for it, this kind of throws a wrench in Russ's entire plan to prevent the person from ever getting to the haunted house.
If you pepper spray me right now, can I keep going?
I don't want to pepper spray.
Well, that sounds fun too.
Yeah, but I don't want to pepper spray. That's not okay. I mean, why would I want to hurt?
Well, dude, okay, can I put hot sauce in my eye?
No. Danny, listen to what you're saying, my friend.
It's just fun stuff. I'm trying to get scared, but this is all stuff I've done before. It's fun.
Okay. Nice.
Russ is stumped.
When fake freaks meet a real
I mean,
one.
he's just completely given up at this point.
Well, then this isn't where you belong. If that's what you like, I mean, too crazy.
Dude, it's so fun. Dude, that's so fun.
Then you're not the right person for here.
Wow, Russ really just said that Danny is too extreme for McKamey Manor.
I won't say one word if you let me keep going. I won't say one word. Yeah, we can shake out right now. I won't say one word. Unless I have.
I mean, I'll shake your hand, but it's over.
Well, you heard it, guys. Danny's McKamey Manor experience is over. And Danny didn't quit. In fact, Danny was so extreme, he made Russ quit.
I'm done. I'm done.
Which means Danny just won the $20,000 grand prize. And then Russ said something next where I think he was trying to save himself, but honestly, this was the worst thing he could have said.
The biggest thing about the manor is common sense. I need you to have really good common sense and make good, sound decisions.
At this point, I turned to look at Danny because I was like, did Russ really just say to use common sense on McKamey Manor? I mean, you would think that common sense would be Russ's worst nightmare. But I mean, okay. Remember that underwater haunted house you were telling me about?
It's a 200-yard underwater swim to an underwater haunted house.
200 swimming pool. You need acres for that. Like, this is
You don't know how far big this place is.
Actually, Danny and I do know how far big this place is. It isn't far big enough for your swimming pool. But by us asking that question about the swimming pool, we really crossed the line with that question. Because if you remember before, there's no questions allowed.
If you start asking any kind of questions at all, Russ gets so fucking offended and he gets pissed.
I can't have you, question everything.
I'm not explaining nothing else to him.
why is the contract not real then? Yeah, it's real.
I'm done talking about
Because
it.
there was stuff in the contract that didn't seem real.
Danny, stop.
Well, just like everyone else who ever decided to ask a question, we are now blocked from McKamey Manor forever. Well, I guess I'm not completely blocked. They did send me another voice message.
We're done with dealing with this bullshit because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. We've decided to beef up our legal side.
Nice.
Because I think at this point in the game, it's just not worth having exchanges with people like this and having to explain ourselves. That's it. I don't know what else to say.
I guess McKamey Manor's butthurt they got exposed, and now they're gonna sue us. But that's actually good news because now the series gets to continue. If you want to see more McKamey Manor episodes, subscribe to my Patreon because that's the only way we're gonna be able to finish this series.
Yo, bro's getting sued.
Disclaimer. This video reveals secrets about McKamey Manor. Secrets they don't want you to know about. McKamey Manor's even decided to sue me because I found out what's really going on. This video is for educational and documentary purposes only. I'm gonna start this video just by calling up McKamey Manor just to see why they're suing me because they still haven't given me a reason yet.
Is not available.
Dang it. They didn't answer. Well, I guess I'll just find out tomorrow.
Is not available. Is not available. Is not available.
So McKamey Manor is avoiding me. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to move on to plan B.
I tell you right now, a lot of things we're doing, not legal at all. Because is not legal. But I haven't been caught. Gotta catch me first.
This guy openly brags online that his haunted house attraction is so scary. The only thing we know is that it is somewhere here on Earth. Then something else happened that finally made me realize I was completely wrong. It actually happened in a Patreon video. Yeah. I prank called Russ to make him think that I hacked into his phone.
How did you even hack into my phone?
I don't know, I just learned coding last night.
It started out as just a simple prank call. Soon got very dark.
Have you hacked into anything else? What else have you hacked into?
That's it, I think.
You don't know? You sound like you're kinda not sure about that.
As you guys can all see, I am currently not going through McKamey Manor, so if we go back to our two options, Russ is either really committed to this fake story he made up for some reason, or he really did lose his hard drive. It has a lot of illegal stuff on it, and he does not want me to find it. Well, there's only one way to find out for sure. So I opened my computer and rewatched everything to search for clues.
Like, it got bad enough where it was Rich actually who had to like pull me out. Bad enough where it was Rich actually.
My first clue, there was a witness there named Rich. No matter how hard I looked for him online, nothing came up. So I decided to go with more of a grassroots approach. I just went to the McKamey Manor Exposed Facebook page and messaged every single person if they've ever heard of a guy named Rich.
The only thing I can think you're talking about is Rich Ponder. He went by Anthony Silvas. That was his character name.
Oh.
It's like the weirdest
Okay,
group
now I
ever,
found
dude.
him. I did some research on this Rich guy. And he's apparently the owner of another extreme haunted house. He calls it Catus Silvis, which translates to murder in the woods.
We have a party planned for you.
This video clip is literally the only video I could find of Rich online. I literally researched him for like 2 days and couldn't find anything else until I found this.
They saw Russ, and one of them was a fan.
There you go. All right, man. All right, guys.
At this point, it looks like these are the only 2 video clips that even exist of Rich online. So there's only one thing to do, which is travel all the way across the country to the Catus Silvis haunted house. And right as we got to this haunted house, I remembered something very important, which is that McKamey Manor is still suing me. My lawyers have all said I can't do anything McKamey Manor related until this whole lawsuit's resolved. So if I go and find this hard drive and then leak all of Russ's secrets to the world, yeah, that's exactly what my lawyers would not want me to do. But I have a solution to all of this, and I'm gonna end this lawsuit right here, right now. So I called up Kelly, the woman who's suing me on behalf of McKamey Manor.
The argument that I have is that you're definitely being biased, so.
For those of you who've actually been following up with my lawsuit, you would see that Kelly and I have never actually had a constructive conversation.
You can kind of tell me the part where I was wrong, and then that way I can take that out of the video. Oh. Well,
So instead of persuading Kelly not to sue me, I'm gonna hire her as a legal employee of the Reckless Ben team. Her job is to be my official fact checker for the rest of the documentary.
But do you understand what you're saying right now? You're asking me to validate your footage to put out there on a hit piece against McKamey Manor.
Kelly can't sue the documentary for giving out false information if she's the fact checker, or else she'd just be suing herself, I think. So it was safe to exit the car and talk to Catus Silvis.
it is absolutely storming. Wow. It was very nice weather until we
We found some shelter, and the first thing I wanted to know was how Catus Silvis was connected to McKamey Manor.
Business-wise, Russ had a name for himself, so it was the easiest way to get our names out there as well.
After Catus Silvis met Russ at the haunted house convention, they thought it'd be good business to work together. They thought this because all of the big news outlets were saying this.
We're probably the most famous haunt in the world.
From everything they ever read online, it said that McKamey Manor was the most famous haunted house in the entire world. They didn't know that the haunted house they were about to work for doesn't even exist.
Obviously, it all backfired in our face.
The first thing Russ told them was before they were allowed to work together, they all had to go through his haunted house themselves.
So he told me I was going to have an easy tour, a kiddie tour is what he called it. You know, we're going to make you go through the longest, like, for business-wise, for publicity, right?
Tell me how long you're going to last.
I don't know. It depends on what you do to me, but...
It's easy. You're going to get such an easy little tour.
Well, that's not what happened. Not at all. You put earmuffs on me, He blindfolded me, chained my hands to the truck, and he drove through the gravel.
Oh, that looks so painful.
I was bedridden for 2 weeks.
Bro.
This is a picture
Dude,
the guy
that's
said
crazy.
he took a day after to show the damage this did to his body. But legally, before we go any further, I should probably run it by Kelly first, just to make sure all the facts are correct.
I don't recall anyone named Red. Does he have his video from his tour that you can validate that he's telling you the truth?
Yeah, Kelly doesn't believe it. She said unless there's video proof that he was actually there, then he's probably just lying.
So what happened to the footage then? Is that
It's somewhere.
If this video actually does exist, my guess is it's on Russ's lost hard drive. Until someone finds it and releases all the footage, no one's ever gonna take these stories seriously.
We've seen our fair share of what he's capable of doing.
However, these guys had another experience with Russ, and it was the day that this girl showed up to McKamey Manor.
He interrogated the shit out of me about where the hard drive was.
I don't think she'll be much of a threat for Kate Silvas, that's for sure.
really quick? I think it might be a conspiracy, but I wanted to bring it
It's
up
like-
just
it's
in
weird 'cause
case.
they're all
Russ
autistic
was
and they're
like,
all also,
we're gonna
like,
intentionally hurt this person when they go through
sadistic.
the manor. Like we're gonna intentionally break their bones and stuff. And then like Cadis like wasn't cool with it.
That's true.
But was he playing a character? You know, like just to make it scarier, or was he legit?
I think he was legit because he was nice to this contestant, bringing her back to the manor because she had already done it before. And then turned around, like after she got there and he got her hooked up and stuff, just started interrogating on her, and we quietly removed ourselves from his page, started our own page, and made our own thing right there on the spot. And we're like, we do not condone in anything that this man is now saying. No.
So if these guys are telling the truth, then Russ really did lose his hard drive, and he's scared that someone's gonna find it soon. But as we were talking, I noticed that Rich, the guy who actually had to jump in and save this girl, he wasn't there.
Like it got bad enough where it was Rich actually who had to like pull me out.
But the moment I brought up his name, things got weird.
Rich Ponder?
I mean,
that's like look at somebody killed somebody, dude. That's like look at somebody killed someone. That's like
things got
like the insane. That's like the look back and forth. Like, oh yeah, this guy like literally murdered somebody.
Weird.
Rich Ponder?
I mean, I'm honestly with him. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Okay, if you guys don't want to say anything about it, it's cool. But
bro, it's like he managed to get himself like connected to like an actual ring of like people who are like the Son of Sam guy. He said when he was killing people, it was like for this like group of people. They would make snuff films. Who knows if it's true or not? But he said he was a part of a satanic cult. And in New York City, they would just kill people on film for like rich people. It's like getting into like that territory of like a few degrees removed from this.
That got really bad.
No
comment.
Yeah,
no comment. Stop. This one's a stop.
Stop the camera. Stop the recording.
There's something really weird about this Rich guy.
Yeah, Satanism
First
and
off,
meth.
he doesn't even work with Kate Silvas anymore. He deleted everything off social media. There's no way to contact him. He's literally completely disappeared from like the internet and everything. These guys told me I'm at a complete dead end on my mission to find Rich. But do you guys really think I stop at dead ends? Heck no. Instead, I went deep down the internet and found a guy. Even though the guy was anonymous, he said he would help me score my interview with Rich.
I offered him $1,000, like you said, and he wasn't interested. You know, with Rich, it's not really about the money, right? And it's not. Trust me, I'm not his agent or anything. I can't fucking stand it.
Whatever's keeping Rich from interacting with the rest of the world, this guy couldn't even figure it out. So the only option left is to show up to his house.
Haunted house inside a haunted house. Inside a haunted house. Inside a haunted house.
Okay, we're here.
Sadly, I mean, it
Damn, white
probably
people are
was to
crazy,
be
dude.
expected, though. Rich declined to do an interview with us. But we started telling him about our plan to take down McKamey Manor.
Yo, go to thank you, Army Girl.
It actually turned into a pretty cool conversation.
You gave it to Paul Mogger?
And eventually, I was just like, yo, is it cool if I film this? And he was like, okay.
We're here to stop it once and for all.
You're not going to.
We're not going to?
Bruce got that
You don't
satanic
think so?
You know
temple.
how much shit is out there and how many people.
Bro's legit.
On Kick.
Yo, thank you very much.
Army Girl 07 just gifted 1 subscription on Kick.
Bro's at the Satanic Temple, got the Satanic Temple shirt. This is that Beardson Beardley shit, dude.
People have gone
Fuck you,
after
got
him, tried to
the
go
OG
after
A-log.
him legally. You guys don't even know. You guys are new to the game. You're not the first one. There's 2 other people doing documentaries on him.
But ours is going to be the most
There's some
entertaining.
people with some really big budgets doing the same shit.
At this point, if Rich
Yo.
isn't going to do an interview with us,
Yo, thank you very much.
Army
Shout
Girl
out, big
07
shout out.
just gifted 1 subscription on Kick.
then maybe we should just start
How
asking him some
crooked is
questions.
crypto?
and see
Claude
if he'll
Mythos wasn't
answer.
gonna break
So
crypto,
the
dude.
first question I asked was the day he decided to collaborate with McKamey Manor. The day that Russ interrogated this girl.
We do the show. I really don't like the way it went. I almost knocked a couple motherfuckers out and then walked out of it. If I hadn't intervened, they would have hurt her. We, as Kata Silvas, did not get rough with her. We're a bunch of big fucking dudes. It's easy to beat up somebody smaller than us. It's shitty. But Russ slapped the shit out of her.
But then Rich told us how this is all connected to Russ's lost hard drive.
Our deal that I personally made with Russ, I'm like, listen, you film it, we get copies of everything. I wanted our footage. That's it. And what I got was a whole lot more than that.
So I think if we could have some type of like
Correct.
footage to show him, I think we would really put him in like a sticky situation, you know? And
I'll show you the video.
Wait, if Rich is gonna show us this video, then I'm pretty sure that means Rich is the one who has this hard drive.
I had it all on a hard drive. This place flooded. You look over there, that patch. My upstairs neighbor's water heater came through the ceiling and exploded.
Dang.
Flooded this whole place and destroyed this computer right here.
Really? Dang. You had it on a hard drive?
Yeah.
Is it still on the computer? Or do you still have the computer?
Well, the hard drive itself's been destroyed.
Dang. I was gonna say I could take it.
I tried to recover it.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you try recovering it?
Took it to some people that work for the government.
And not even they were able to recover it? So that was the last of the footage and it's all deleted now.
At this moment, I realized I went to so much work to track this
Russ
guy
is the
down
goat.
so I could find Russ's lost hard drive. And I was too late.
It's like True
So
Detective.
we cut
type
the
stuff.
cameras. But we did kind of forget to stop the audio from recording on our phones.
I couldn't, even though me and don't talk no more because the Kata Silvas breakup. I would need his express permission.
Do you have tour?
His McKamey tour? It was on that hard drive, yeah.
It's weird that he also said I'd still need complete permission.
Yeah,
to
that kind of
release
meant like he had it.
Yeah.
We were all very suspicious of what Rich meant when he said this. So we asked the anonymous man from before.
He said almost like verbatim, if I were to give you his tour, I would need his express permission, implying very heavily that he still has a copy of it.
Yeah.
And like when he said that shit, like I just like I did a double take. I was like,
when we say that this guy had a leak and stuff, what's your first initial thought to that?
It sounds like an excuse. I only know because I've seen what's on the hard drive. He showed it to me. Rich is a Russ 2.0. You know what they say, it's your own reflection that you hate the most, right?
But I didn't just ask this
Ooh, that's
anonymous
good.
guy. I also asked all the people that responded to my crazy Facebook spamming from before.
Said he got it. He said that the government tried extracting it for him, and the government couldn't even do it.
The government?
That's what he said.
This guy's got to be a part of a weird cult thing.
Okay, so good news.
Probably, dude.
Rich
It always
is
is, like,
definitely
floated
lying
upwards.
and still has the hard drive. But the bad news is he's
It
not
is
gonna
very
give it to
bizarre. It is like a cult,
anyone.
dude.
He straight up told us that
It just
there's
disguised as, like,
tons
a
of other
haunted
people
house,
with
and it's just, like,
much bigger
snuff
budgets
films.
than us out there doing the exact same thing.
People with some really big budgets doing the same shit.
But after the cameras were off, Rich started to describe who these guys were.
John Schnitzer. That would not shut up about this fucking hard drive.
I'm John Schnitzer, and I'm the director and producer of Haunters.
This guy created the Netflix original, Haunters. This movie made it look like Russ had the craziest, scariest haunted house in the entire world. Yeah, basically, the movie just promoted Russ's scam.
I believe I have captured Russ exactly how he is.
So when hearing this, the biggest question I had was, well, why does he want this hard drive?
Yeah.
My question was quickly answered, though, when a moderator from McKamey Manor called me. She was warning me not to ask Rich any more questions.
Yeah, but like, aren't these like pretty fair questions we're asking, though?
Yeah, I won't say that they're not fair, but the fact that you are a big influencer on social media,
You're not asking fair questions. That's a good thing to do, right?
People.
Isn't that a good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know that he does have.
What's so weird is that they're all being so cagey. They're all like weirdly super cagey about like something. But what it is, it's like, you know.
Film's coming out with him in it.
All right, guys. She's doing really good tonight.
So, you know, if they twist anything that was supposed to be positive about him into a negative because of your videos, yeah, that's gonna hurt him.
And you think they might twist them because they saw my videos?
Yeah, I mean, they could question him on things that he doesn't want to be questioned about.
Aren't questions good? Isn't that what like Albert Einstein said? It was like ask questions, and he's like the smartest man in the world.
Yeah, but not if it's gonna call you out on something that you do.
So according to McKamey Manor, this guy watched my videos and decided now he's going to make a second documentary on McKamey Manor, but instead of promoting them this time, now it's going to be an absolute hit piece. So that's good news, but the bad news is this guy couldn't even get a hold of the hard drive. And he had a budget, a team, and pretty much all the resources that I don't have as a YouTuber. So if this guy wasn't able to get a hold of the footage, then how the heck is someone like me supposed to get a hold of it? I don't know.
That's the only one in existence. There's no other hard drive in like existence anywhere.
None that I know of, unless has one, but I don't think he does. Like I said, I thought he destroyed his copy.
I don't even know if this is good news, but at some point, there was a copy of this hard drive made. So I asked who had it, and the response was, he's completely off the internet now. There's no way to contact him. You're at a dead end. Well, that's the exact same thing I was told about Rich. So I decided to investigate.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
The Wolf, the guy who created the McKamey Manor Exposed Facebook page, said a long time ago he actually used to know this guy because he was in charge of a big McKamey Manor group also called Exposing McKamey Manor. The Wolf explained that this was the original anti-McKamey Manor group, but the Wolf left because there was just too much drama.
I mean, it was just a world of drama.
When I asked what all the drama was about, the Wolf told me that the creator of this Facebook page started bragging to everybody that he had a thing he called the nail in the coffin. He told everybody that he was going to use this nail in the coffin to take down McKamey Manor, and right before he fulfilled his promise, he pulled the ultimate Uno reverse card. He deleted everything, and no one has ever heard from him since.
Boom.
Just a world of drama. Like everybody hated
But they're
everybody.
doing Russ a favor by keeping that stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. That was my point. I was like, listen, we should all get along. We're all doing the same thing here. Nobody would listen to that. And then, like, those groups just fell apart. That's why I branched off. I was like, I can't take the drama anymore. Nobody's on the same page. Everybody's fighting
crazy.
each other.
The lore is like kind of insane.
And it turned into the point where
it's like this crazy lore. Dude.
So the Wolf left and started his own Facebook page, McKamey Manor Exposed. To make his page different, he put the word exposed after the words McKamey Manor. Ooh. But I took a look in the original Exposing McKamey Manor group and saw the page was still somewhat active.
So his group is now being taken over by a guy named J.R., I think his name is.
So I reached out to him.
We're trying to find what's called the mysterious hard drive. And do you know about it?
Yeah, I know about it. And from what you told me, that was like the ultimate nail in the coffin for us. But then just kind of like disappeared. It's kind of like just went off the radar, and everybody's left like. And I'm kind of the same. Like, well, damn, if you're gonna put the nail in the coffin, like, what are you waiting for? Like, do it. Don't sit and hold on to something for, you know, fucking 20 years, and then Russ winds up dead, and nothing ever comes of it. Because in the meantime, Russ has still got people coming out there. What good is it doing? If you're never going to use it, why did you even get it to begin with?
So this is what Return to the Land has devolved
somebody
into,
needs to get it. I mean, somebody needs to do something with it if you're not going to. I mean, I never even got to see it, and me and him's been friends for years. Kind of drifted away from him, too, because, I mean, yeah, I'm friends with him on PlayStation.
Yeah, pretty much Hillbilly Gripper.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on PlayStation.
That's what it feels like.
Next time you see him online, you could like message him on PS4 or something. I've never played PS4, but is he online right now?
Let me go look.
Bro's got a PS4 shit up?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, he is online. He's playing Final Fantasy.
Oh, really? Dang, dude.
Yeah. All right, I sent him a message, see what he says.
I negotiated with this guy through a PS4 until eventually he said he would get on an actual phone call with me. There was really only one thing that I wanted to ask him. I was told that you claim that you have the nail in the coffin for Russ. Like, what's on this hard drive will end McKamey Manor. And this Hulu guy wants to make a documentary like about it. So I guess the first thing I was wondering is like, what was your reasoning for not giving him the hard drive?
Well, to be honest with you, man, the hard drive thing is really, really complicated. So
this guy told me that everything I've heard about him so far is true.
when John called me, he harassed the hell out of me for that thing, man. Like, he just pressed me so hard about it.
But he told me there's a second side to this story, and it's a side that no one's ever heard before.
Who has the hard drive,
That's
dude?
why I effed up. I should have never been so open about it.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like I had the nail in the
I
coffin
was
in my
like, hey, come
hand.
out to Return to the Land, and
He took a picture of
paint
it,
your face and
posted it to
waterboards
his
you.
Instagram.
I wanted him to know, like, I had it in my hand, bro. Like, and then just everything started falling apart.
Russ curse.
Did like a live stream video.
There's some really bad people out there, and he's one of those individuals.
During this live stream,
Bro has a
Russ
dark
told
energy.
everyone
You can just feel his dark presence. Anybody else just feel this guy's dark presence in the video?
watching to attack this guy.
Put my address and my phone number out there, saying that I was trying to hurt myself. People were finding my family members.
There's demons on that.
Like my kid's
Demons
mom,
on that, man.
We went through so much stuff.
Dark
with that.
disability
Like,
aura.
she told me, like, that's it. You know, like, I'm gonna file for custody, and like, I told people I don't have it anymore.
He then decided to upload one more video.
Yeah, it looks like
and it
it
was the
kinda.
last video this guy would ever upload.
When I started this thing, man, like, I wanted to shut Russ down, or at least beat him down to where he'd never recover. I've been fired from 2 jobs because of fucking trolls. I'm depressed.
What I don't get is why don't they just kill him? Like, you devote this much energy to somebody like that, just kill him, dude. Don't do that, but like, I don't know how did none of these people in like the small town area they are not end up being like, yeah, I'm just gonna murder him.
I'm fucking miserable.
Yeah,
I'm
beat
sick.
Russ.
I've lost everybody who meant anything to me. Right now, there is nothing nobody can do to shut Russ down. Nothing. Can you prove it? No, not unless you go and video the whole thing.
Russ is too
I love
powerful.
each and every one of you guys. I'm not saying this is the official end forever, but if it is, thank you guys for everything you did for us. And I guess this is me signing off. Peace out, guys.
Damn, Russ is
With
powerful.
all the years of work this guy put in to try to take down McKamey Manor, he was so close, but had to throw it all in the garbage.
So, yeah, I left Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. I left all of it.
And what's sad is,
Kinda
this
freaky,
guy
though.
wants to see McKamey Manor taken down more than anyone.
I don't think I've ever despised someone as much as I despise that dude Russ.
But he physically doesn't feel safe to put the nail in the coffin. And I've had this problem with every single person I've talked to so far. The problem is, once you find out the truth about McKamey Manor, Russ comes after you to make you stay quiet.
Like, why didn't you just like go to the police at that point? You know, like
doxing, where we lived, like where we worked.
because he wanted his secret to stay a secret.
Yep.
If it was just me, I wouldn't give 2 shits. But when you mess with my friends, my family, and they had no part of it.
And I guarantee you, he still does that. Guarantee you.
He would go and put something out online in the groups and say, oh, this person is now our enemy, to the point where people were like
It's just Graper War. It's Graper Sneeko War all over again.
considering suicide.
You know, Russ can convince his followers to do anything, and could probably convince somebody to kill for him. I mean, he's just that, I don't know, he's that good at brainwashing.
Not only does Russ fuck you over, but then his cult goes after you. You've heard the horror stories about that shit. I mean, it's all real.
Every single person I've talked to who found out what McKamey Manor really is had to publicly lie in order to feel safe.
Awesome. I'm really glad I did this.
But I think we can all agree that Russ's blackmail has gone on for long enough. I want to tell you a plan that I thought of for my documentary. This would be my grand finale stunt. The plan is I'm going to get pizza with Russ.
Ooh, that was good.
Hear me out on this. I finally realized how to find this hard drive. If this is something a big budget documentary can't accomplish, then I gotta stop thinking like a big budget documentary and start thinking like a YouTuber. Picture this. Director John walks into a meeting. They're all coming up with ideas on how to get this hard drive. And John says, I know, we're gonna get pizza with Russ. Well, they would all laugh at him. They'd be like, you're stupid, John. How is getting pizza with Russ gonna somehow get us a hold of this hard drive? But YouTube's completely different. This was our planning session. Once Russ gets pizza with us, it will be the end of McKamey Manor.
Insane.
If the plan we just came up with confuses you, then good. If you guys are confused, just think about how confused Russ is gonna be. After every contestant that goes through McKamey Manor gives up, before Russ just sends them home, he always asks them if they want to join him for a pizza dinner.
After they did everything they did, they invited me to stay and eat pizza with them. Let me just like beat the shit out of you and hey, you know, are you hungry? You want some pizza?
This is just a guess, but I'm guessing that Russ probably got rejected a lot.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I went to the ER because I knew I was in bad shape.
So when I just got done with McKamey Manor, I wanted to completely make Russ's day.
So, pizza? Yeah, we can meet up someplace.
The last thing I was expecting was for him to just immediately change his mind.
I'll have to say no tonight for me. Sorry, guys.
So, fast forward a little bit. McKamey Manor and I are now at war with each other.
I just created my own company called McKamey Manor.
For this video, we got one of them taken down.
So, because we're at war, I thought it'd be funny to leak this video to the internet. So this is my 10-step plan on how to take down McKamey Manor. So the 9th and final step is we're gonna get pizza with Russ. And that is how we're gonna take down McKamey. Obviously, it was just a joke. I mean, there's no reality where us getting pizza with Russ would somehow have a cause and effect to take down McKamey Manor. But when Russ saw the video, he didn't get the joke. I think he took everything I said literally because the next week I trapped him in a contract saying he either had to get pizza with us or he was going to jail.
You're a great contract, not get pizza? Not today.
Russ actually chose jail time over just my simple pizza request, which is proof enough for me that he believes everything I said. The only way he's getting pizza with us now is if he felt like he was somehow put in a position where he was so powerless, his only option left was to get pizza with us. At this point, if Russ really does lose all this power, he's not going to be able to effectively blackmail anyone. At this point, I won't even have to ask this guy for the hard drive. He'll just release it himself.
Oh, man. But... man, I don't know, bro. I want some revenge on this guy. Honestly, he ruined my life.
Well, I guess I'll take that as a yes. Now it's time to somehow convince Russ to eat pizza with us. So the first thing I did was I made a sleeper cell with secret agents, and I posted my evil plan to the McKamey Manor Facebook page.
I've assembled a fierce sleeper cell of secret agents that will sign up for your tours every single week.
Agree to eat pizza with me, Russ. That's literally my only request. The first secret agent is my friend Jackson. He privated everything about him online in order to make a fake backstory for himself.
So where are you coming from?
Just Virginia.
Oh, that's close. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Russ was paranoid when he heard that I was going to send in a secret agent every single week. So they made him do a bunch of weird things to prove he's not a secret agent. Russ, if you're watching, you got to make these tests harder. I mean, out of the 17,000 people that you have signed up for your haunted house, you chose the one secret agent that I signed up. But now it's time to strategize, because when I went to McKamey Manor, right as I was about to enter this haunted house, his phone battery died, so he couldn't let me go inside.
My low battery just come on. On me it did? Come on out.
So my friend Danny signed up, and I told him just get into the haunted house as fast as you can before Russ's phone dies.
Why can't I do that already? That's what I came here for.
No. Because he asked to go inside the haunted house, they threw him out.
I can't have you, like, question everything.
But now, the experiment with Jackson is what happens if Jackson just follows all of Russ's orders like perfectly.
Went out.
Like, he's not going to ask a single question. He's going to be the perfect contestant. But at the same time, he's not going to let Russ use any excuse on why he can't enter the haunted house. I think we're actually going to put you in a situation where they're not going to know what to do. But let's be real. Pretty much the only goal is to convince Russ to get pizza with us. But as you can all see in this next clip, it's going to be harder than we think. Do you think Russ would ever get pizza with us?
No.
Yeah, getting pizza with us is now the last thing Russ will ever do. So if we want any chance of succeeding, we're going to have to think of something Russ will
We are bringing
never,
gay people to your house.
ever
Dude, come
see
on,
coming. So first, I signed up to be a legal Uber driver. I'm an Uber driver now.
Yeah.
At some point, when Jackson fails to get into the haunted house, he's going to call an Uber to pick him up. And one thing you guys might not know about Summertown, Tennessee is there are pretty much no Ubers anywhere. So the odds that Jackson picks me to be his Uber driver is pretty much 100%. Now that I have a legal excuse to be at Russ's house, I will then pull out my phone and order pizza from DoorDash, which the DoorDash driver will be Danny, my friend who went through McKamey Manor last week.
Pizza's ready, Russ. I'm coming.
But there's still one big problem with our plan, which is that Russ is probably going to decline the pizza. So to give us 100% certainty that Russ will eat this pizza, I decided to change a clause in Jackson's NDA to say this. Russ agrees to allow Ben Schneider, Daniel Burke, and Jackson to stay on the property of McKamey Manor until Russ McKamey completely finishes eating at least 3 slices of pizza. I think it's good. Yeah. That way he can't kick us out of his property if we show up. Boom! The plan is now foolproof. Yeah, Russ should probably stop giving us the contract to sign and then give back to him to sign. I mean, this is like the 3rd time it's happened now. Now we don't have to worry about him going against contract because we can just follow it. But with that, we sent Jackson into McKamey Manor.
Say hello, everybody.
How's it going, guys?
We waited right around the corner for the signal, and so far, the plan is going exactly as we planned. Jackson was, for some reason, not allowed to enter the haunted house.
This is not the tour. This is not the tour. Tour comes later.
Instead, Russ decided to distract him by telling him to do exercises.
Get those legs up.
Jackson was sticking to plan and did everything that Russ told him to do perfectly.
He has a dog food game.
Boom, into the tree. Oh, he's on the down.
Okay, maybe not perfectly, but he did his best. After about 2 hours of this, Russ was getting pretty ticked off that these exercises weren't making Jackson give up.
Beg right now for that baby tour. You need it.
I'm begging for the baby tour.
I give up. I freaking give up. This is ridiculous. Not fun. I don't want to do it.
It kind of seems like now Russ has realized that Jackson is not going to give up no matter what. And that's a big problem for us because I don't actually think he has $20,000 to give Jackson once he wins.
Get on your belly and crawl. If you beg for the baby tour, it'll go much easier.
I'm not begging, Russ.
But you're not doing it, though.
I'm doing what you're saying.
Jackson, you got to try to do these things.
I am.
Then if you can't do it, then you need to go lighter and go with the baby tour.
Not doing that, Russ.
But you're not doing the big boy tour.
Am I not right now?
Dude.
Come on, let's go faster. Faster, 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 faster. If I have to ask you more, I'm just going to pull the show. I'm going to pull the show. Do you want to beg for the baby tour?
No.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. We'll get your deposit back. I'll get you everything you need.
Wait, do you think he's pulling it right now?
Yeah.
What?
I'll do the baby tour, Russ.
Beg and plead for it.
Russ, please give me the baby tour, Russ.
Please. You need it, don't you?
I need it, Russ. I need the baby tour.
It turns out the baby tour is actually the exact same as the big boy tour. It's exercises in Russ's front yard. Or maybe because Jackson wasn't giving up. Russ felt like he was losing his power to Jackson.
This is not fun for me.
Which means he's that much more likely to get pizza with us.
Broke ass, did he be like?
Russ, what did I say about my hair?
What about it?
I can't have you touching my hair. It's part of my, like, literally only me and my family can touch my hair.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just putting tape on.
Give me a second, I get it.
In this moment, Jackson got down on his hands and knees and started praying. And yeah, this wasn't actually planned. Yeah, we were very confused when he did this.
Dude, what the heck? Is he praying? What's he doing?
And this lasted for, I'm literally not joking, 45 minutes.
I'm actually surprised Russ is putting up with it this much.
For this long?
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of white paint on your hair. What does that mean now?
Like, inanimate objects are generally fine.
Right.
Whatever Jackson did, though, with this weird praying stunt, it's looking like it's working because, I mean, Russ is completely powerless now, and I mean, he doesn't even know what's real anymore.
Is that lightning?
Huh?
You see lightning?
That was your headband.
Oh, my headband? That on?
It's flashing.
Why is not going off?
I think this was the moment that Russ completely broke. He put his phone in his pocket, took out a hose, and just sprayed it right in Jackson's face.
Gonna have to go audio for a moment.
Okay, stop. Okay.
But no, he put it on he put me on full blast and shot it directly into my nose.
Really?
Directly into my nose.
But just to make Russ even more mad, Jackson would not say the safe words to give up.
All right, say the words.
Can't say the words.
All right,
Russ.
I'm
I
done
can't
then.
give up.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Pulling the plug.
Ben! He ended the live.
What?
He ended the live.
So that means I'm probably going to get an Uber request soon. Sick.
So look who the Uber driver is.
I thought it looked familiar when I came back here. I was like, this looks very familiar.
You know each other? No, he's a massive hater, man. Massive hater. Don't worry about it, man. That's all right. Not your fault.
Now that I'm legally on Russ's property, I pulled out my phone and ordered pizza from DoorDash.
We'll talk to you later,
We
man.
have a DoorDash delivery for Russ McKamey slices of pizza?
This guy.
Another hater.
I just moved here. I had no idea you lived here.
Off the property. Hey, you guys watching right now? Call 911.
It's legally binding that you have to take the pizza with us. We can sit right here.
For all of you guys watching that think the plan's not going the best right now, well, just know that we always have a plan B to turn everything around. You see, before Jackson even showed up to McKamey Manor, Russ was pretty much begging him to pick him up some Burger King. So, we purposely sent Jackson in without the Burger King.
Didn't get the Burger King.
I was in the line. I left it in the Uber.
You left my Burger King in the Uber.
Now that we know exactly what Russ wants,
Just
Danny
wants
pulled out his
Burger King.
phone to make a very special DoorDash delivery himself.
The address says 12. Listen to me, Burger King guy, all you guys off the property now.
Are you with DoorDash too?
Off the property.
Wait, so I'm delivering the pizzas that he has to have.
Yeah, somebody DoorDash Burger King here. Are you DoorDash?
What's going on?
Wow. I didn't know Russ took my video this seriously when I said that if he eats pizza with us, it'll take down McKamey Manor. But as you can see, he's really scared of this pizza.
Off the property. Off the property. Off the property. Off the property. Off the property.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on the contract it says we're allowed on the property.
Then take it to court then. Off the property.
You should read the contract.
Are you sure you don't want this?
No, I don't want that.
But we're not doing anything illegal.
Off my property. You're off my property.
Ben,
You're
he's not understanding the contract.
Pull over.
I don't know. Dang, dude. That's so funny. Why are there so many cops coming?
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Did the world's scariest haunted house scare you?
Definitely fucking not.
You might think, because we didn't get pizza with Russ, we failed. But I would actually argue the exact opposite. You see, when Jackson didn't give up, it completely broke Russ. And now, Russ has no clue what to do. So, the next time we ask Russ for pizza, he might have a completely different answer.
Is that Jackson guy a part of this thing? I don't know. I think that Jackson guy was a part of it. I think that Jackson guy was part of it. Are you guys seeing this? Beg right now for that baby tour. You need it.
Begging for the baby tour.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jackson was part of this whole thing here. Yeah, they're driving Ubers specifically to come here. Can you believe that? What a waste of a day.
I just don't understand.
You guys to exposing McKamey Manor and getting the truth out there.
Anyways, we went back to Walmart to return all of the nonsense props that Russ had Jackson buy for his tour.
We just wanted to ask when you're done to get pizza with us.
Smart.
Bro. That's so crazy, dude. That's so crazy, bro.
You did sign a contract that said you would get pizza with us.
Well, we haven't taken Russ's blackmail capabilities away from him yet. He still feels powerful enough to reject our pizza. So, I guess it's time to send in one more secret agent, Burger King guy.
Listen to me, Burger King guy.
And how the heck are we going to sign up Burger King guy for McKamey Manor? Well, I actually thought of a genius way to distract Russ, so he doesn't even see who signs up next week. To do this, I decided to hack the official McKamey Manor Twitter account while I was on the Lightweights podcast.
Welcome back to the Lightweights podcast. Today we have Reckless Ben and Danny Burke.
I asked the host if he was chill with me hacking into McKamey Manor's Twitter page. That'd be cool.
Don't do it here.
No,
no, I don't want to be involved in that.
Stop, Ben. He was really freaked out.
Danny thinks this is all just a joke, but it's not a joke. It's going to be the perfect distraction. And I successfully got in.
What's up, guys? We're on the Lightweights podcast, and we just hacked into McKamey Manor's Twitter. We'll give you your Twitter back as long as you agree to get pizza with us.
You guys are thinking, okay, Ben, by this point, I know all your secrets. Just like at the beginning of the video, when you pretended like you hacked Russ's phone.
You hacked into my phone?
I don't know. I just learned coding last night.
You don't actually know how to hack, Ben. This is just a mind game also. But you guys are all wrong.
Yeah, this one's actually not a mind game, though. We actually did get hackers to hack into his Twitter. I think it's verifiable, actually. You can like look it up on your phone, and everyone watching can like look it up too. Like,
yep. The fact that we legitimately hacked McKamey Manor's actual Twitter account was enough of a distraction where they didn't even recognize that they'd seen Burger King guy before.
Kind of think of this like an Indiana Jones ride on steroids. You're doing a lot of adventurous kind of stuff.
That sounds epic.
But I'll let you guys in on a little secret that Russ doesn't know. We didn't actually hack into his Twitter.
This is the part of the video now where we come out and we say, oh, we didn't actually hack Russ's Twitter. This is all a mind game, you know, where we said it wasn't a mind game, but that was the mind game. It was us saying it's not a mind game, and that's the actual mind game, you know what I mean? So
it all started 3 years ago, the day my friends and I decided to throw the craziest party of all time. One of the guys who happened to show up is actually the guy that Russ put in charge to run the McKamey Manor Twitter for him.
I ran their Twitter for him.
And I guess he had so much fun at this party that he's now turned to the Reckless Ben side.
Dude, I'll never forget. I still have like asbestos in my lungs, bro.
Yeah, we went to that.
I was there, dude.
Oh.
But anyways, as Nathan continued talking to Russ, it was pretty clear that Russ is pretty embarrassed that his last 3 contestants couldn't give up.
Beg right now for that baby tour. You need it.
Begging for the baby tour.
Say the words.
Can't say the words.
I'm done. I give up.
Unless you're an idiot like Ben or Danny or Jackson, those guys, if that's the situation, then you'll be kicked out, right? So
it seems like what he's really looking for is a contestant that's going to give up right away so he can feel powerful again. And that way, he won't have to get pizza with us.
you got to promise me that when things get to be too difficult, that you say it's over. I don't want you to push yourself beyond. And if you feel like it's too much, you have to say it's over. Don't continue on. You have to be smart enough to say that you can't go on.
Right.
And, I mean, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, say say it
Yeah,
right
the
now.
baby tour.
Russ, I know I'm gonna fail. Are you okay with that?
I was bragging about you. My bros and Debbie thought cloud coding is good. As software engineer, I told them I had 2 different versions, and they were both entirely different. Schaefer Island, the better theme. What are you talking about, dude? 2 different versions of what?
Do I have your word that when things get too difficult, you'll
Yeah.
So it looks like the ideal contestant for McKamey Manor is someone who's
Oh,
not
the
willing to
game?
push themselves and
Yeah,
quit
we're still coming along with
the
it, dude.
second it gets
The
hard.
finished version will be
which
better
is the
than
exact character that
better
Nathan's
than all
playing
of it.
just so he gets chosen. Anyways, it's
Both
finally
Limewire
time for
files.
Nathan
Yeah, those
to
are,
go through McKamey Manor.
Those are rare now.
You ready, Nathan?
Hell yeah, dude.
Russ took an extra step in case
They're 2
Danny and
different
I
games, but
decide to show
neither
up
is
again.
polished, dude.
He actually changed locations
Both
to
W's? Thank
Huntsville,
you.
Alabama, a secret spot that he thinks Danny and I would never be able to find. But obviously, he told Nathan, and then Nathan just told us. So now we know.
The plan's finally gonna work. We have the most foolproof plan this time.
So we sent him in. I was nonstop refreshing the McKamey
You know I
Manor
played
page,
them. I know you
waiting
did,
for a
dude.
live stream
You were
to
tapped
start.
in.
And then we got a phone call.
Where's he at?
Russ's van wasn't in the parking lot.
It was not. And then I even walked around a bit and around the trail itself.
What if this whole thing is like, oh, well, he couldn't find me, so he can't do the manor?
That's what I feel like he's fucking doing.
But then McKamey Manor's live stream actually started.
I'm in a kind of a shady area, so I need to find me.
So Russ is hiding from Nathan, and I think it's because he's scared. You see, when Jackson didn't give up on his exercises, it made Russ look weak, like his manor wasn't strong enough to break even Jackson.
Beg right now for that baby tour. You need it.
So now, if Russ sends Nathan on an impossible scavenger hunt, it'll make Russ look powerful again, putting him back in a position where he feels like he'll never have to get pizza with us.
It's gonna be straight to the show. He's gotta locate me though. He's gotta find us. I'm over at the second location. He's gonna have to follow directions. And it's like a little treasure map. I hope he's good with maps. I hope he's good with following directions. Because it's gonna be a good show if he can get to us.
We gotta go on a scavenger hunt to find Russ. If he's not at the park, that's the first clue. We need to find out where Russ actually is and show up there. Let's hack into his metadata, find out where he's at, and
Once we extracted all the metadata from Russ's live stream, we sent Nathan to Russ's actual location. Before we showed up, I thought we might be catching Russ off guard because Russ probably didn't expect him to complete the scavenger hunt. So I gave Nathan a spy watch to record his experience.
okay, put this on Nathan.
Off the property now.
I'm confused.
Off the property now.
Why would I leave?
Off the property now.
I did all this for nothing.
My property. Off the property now.
I'm just doing what you said to
Off
do.
the property now.
I'm so confused.
Off the property now.
It was obvious that Nathan had totally outsmarted Russ. I mean, Russ didn't even plan for what to do if Nathan somehow beat his scavenger hunt.
Off the property now.
So because Russ doesn't have a plan, looks like I'm going to have to fill in the gaps. But it's actually going to be pretty easy. If you watched the last video, I actually bought McKamey Manor's company from them, and I am the legal CEO of McKamey Manor. So I decided to show up, and because I'm the boss now, I decided to put Burger King guy through McKamey Manor myself.
Call 911. 911. Call the police quick. Police have been called. You guys are going to be arrested. You understand that, right?
Russ was saying that we were right about to be arrested, but I honestly didn't really know whether to believe him or not because 90% of everything he says is just a lie. But then a police officer actually showed up.
Why is this guy filming?
Is there a problem though, or?
I think I'm gonna have to arrest you.
Really?
Yeah.
At this moment, every single person in Russ's live stream comments starts saying, Russ, that's not an actual police officer. That's Danny. Get him arrested right now because he's impersonating a cop. Yeah, all of Russ's fans are crazy. Do you really think Danny would do something as stupid as impersonating a cop?
Arresting you for being too sexy. Woo! I am not a cop. That's illegal. I'm a stripper.
Off the property now. Off the property now.
So, despite all the delays, McKamey Manor continued to run as usual. Or maybe That's just what we want Russ to think, because everything might not just be as it seems. I'm pretty sure at least you guys have caught on by now that Nathan is not actually doing McKamey Manor. Russ said he could do it this week, but if you guys remember, Russ isn't the owner anymore. I'm the owner. And if you look at the legal McKamey Manor paperwork, I actually hired Nathan to be an actor for McKamey Manor. So if Nathan's just an actor I hired and he's not going through it, well, who else is there? I mean, there's Danny, but he's also the stripper I hired. So if we take everyone here and use the process of elimination, it becomes very clear who this week's McKamey Manor contestant is. The person going through McKamey Manor is Russ. And I know what your guys' first immediate reaction is going to be, which is, that's impossible, Ben. Russ claims all the time that he would never go through McKamey Manor himself.
Don't get me wrong, you would never see me do this kind of hunt because I have fears that are back there. You know, I built it around what scares me.
Well, looks like I just accomplished the impossible, because if you look at the legal contestant agreement that Russ signed, it says that
if at any point in your tour, when you feel like you've reached your limit and can't take it anymore, you can signal you want the tour to end by taking one bite of pizza.
For everyone that's thinking, Ben, that's not fair. You just tricked Russ into doing McKamey Manor. He didn't really want to do it. Well, every single person who's ever done McKamey Manor has gotten tricked into doing it.
I don't care how much you watch or learn. It is not enough to prepare you for this. I don't even think that thing online ever happened.
So at this point, I think it's pretty fair to say that getting tricked into doing McKamey Manor is just a part of the McKamey Manor experience.
You're gonna get such an easy little tour.
Plus, I mean, we made it very easy for him. If he wants it to stop at any time, all he has to do is eat one bite of pizza, which we've made very easy for him because we sent out Lydia covered in pizza.
Hi, Russ.
I mean, Russ wants this. He's purposely choosing not to do his safe action, so I guess it's time to start Russ's haunted house experience. We wanted to give him a good haunted house experience, but at the same time, we were also a little scared that like the actual cops were going to show up, and I don't want to lose my business the first day I have it running.
Should we just head out before the cops get here maybe, and then that way...
Why don't you stay here? Why don't you stay there and talk to him?
It's your car.
Yeah, we decided it was probably best if we left before getting arrested. But right as Nathan turned on the car, this happened.
Well, you just turn it on, or what happened? Why don't you just turn it on? Well, at least you'll be here when the police get here.
Yeah, out of all of the times our car could have broken down, it had to be right now. So immediately, Burger King guy called a mechanic and told him to get here before the cops arrive. And now it's just a race of who shows up first.
Somebody call a mechanic?
Yeah, dude, my car, when I turned it on, it just started smoking.
Mechanic! Oh, mechanic's here.
And I don't know what,
Wow,
I don't know what happened. Like, do you smell it? The burning?
Might be the alternator.
Yeah, the mechanic is Jackson, last week's secret agent.
Russ, please give me the baby tour, Russ.
You need it, don't you?
It was all misdirection. The haunted house never ended. The car never broke down. We just got a smoke bomb and threw it underneath to give it a cool smoking effect. Just like I said before, until Russ does his safe action, McKamey Manor will continue no matter what.
Whole gang is here, isn't that cute?
But this is where the real fun starts. You see, McKamey Manor makes every single show specific to the person going through.
Be warned, if you come to McKamey Manor, we're
You
going
got
to
the
make your
Milo's
tour
tea?
personal. Every single tour is different. We're going to find out about you. We're going to talk to your family, your friends.
Russ's biggest fear in the entire world is that he's going to lose his haunted house. And right now, that's exactly what he's experiencing.
20 burpees.
There's nothing wrong with the car, Karen.
Russ was watching the haunted house he built get taken away in front of his very eyes, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Off the property, Nathan.
Don't
Nathan.
drop it, Nathan.
Nathan, you're trespassing on my property.
Nathan, keep going, Trevor.
understand
Don't
that?
stop. Don't stop, Nathan. Oh, you're gonna pay for that now. If you can't make it in here, how are you gonna make it when we get to the real manor?
Our immersive theater experience was starting to terrify Russ.
Trespassing, Nathan. You are trespassing.
Beg for the sissy tour.
I want the sissy tour, Ben.
You like the sissy tour? Yes. You like the sissy tour? Yes, you like the sissy tour.
You need to stop, Nathan.
We're gonna pull this thing right now. We will pull this right now. Tell them not to come here.
Guys, please don't come here.
And eventually, we scared Russ so bad that he was finally ready for his haunted house experience to end. But instead of doing the safe action like we agreed upon, he had to get the cops to pull him out.
Oh shoot, the cops are here.
Obviously, I don't want the police to arrest me for torturing this guy.
Yeah, you like that? You like that?
At the end of the day, though, I guess a lot of contestants that leave McKamey Manor actually end up going to the cops because McKamey Manor was too rough on them.
I want this man to be in prison.
Which I guess is exactly what's happening to Russ right now. I mean, Russ has always gotten away with it when he was in charge of McKamey Manor, so I'm just going to use the same excuse that Russ has always used.
Obviously, we're at McKamey Manor. I'm the legal owner. We are giving our contestant a show, which is
the cops heard what I said, but they were kind of confused on why Russ would want to put himself through such a scary situation.
Well, it's because we hypnotized him to think that things are going on. There's hypnosis that goes on in McKamey Manor also. And are you hypnotized?
No.
Russ's old excuses for how he gets out of trouble were working perfectly
Are
for
you
me.
hypnotized?
Now they're not authorized to be here any longer.
Are you hypnotized?
Well, we have paperwork that says we are authorized to be here.
Russ's mind is obviously still trapped in this fake reality, but I think we can pull him out, though, by just showing him the paperwork he signed that, Russ, this is all just a haunted house. You signed up for this.
It says right here in the contract, actually, if you want to see this contract, the safe phrase was he takes one bite of pizza.
And then I gave the police the paperwork so they could see for themselves that it is 100% real.
This is the IRS documents and stuff. And everything's filed legally.
Is the IRS here?
Call them up.
I think the IRS will come out here on Saturday.
Oh, we can try.
On the weekend.
We can try.
Look, guys, I think I want you here. Okay. Y'all can just go.
But even though we have the legal paperwork?
I understand what you're saying. Owners. I don't care what that says, really. I'm not going to be honest with you, okay? IRS, whatever.
No real police officer would just say whatever to the rules that the IRS makes. Russ probably hired a second stripper once he saw how awesome the first one was. So to test if this is actually a real police officer or if he's just a stripper, I wanted to see how he would respond if we verified these documents online.
That paperwork's useless, okay?
You can't just verify it online?
Did you know they were coming?
Yeah, he did. He actually invited him out.
He took money from me and everything.
Anyways, the cops are going through our paperwork, page after page, to see that they actually do line up with what the IRS says. So, I guess this was a real cop the whole time. At this moment, Russ has now realized that McKamey Manor really is the scariest haunted house in the entire world.
They're trying to claim that McKamey Manor is theirs. Yeah, they're trying to take my business over, I guess.
To be honest, guys, Russ is not going to be able to last much longer in this haunted house.
So they've got an LLC saying they own McKamey Manor. Yeah, that's insane.
However, Russ knows that there is one way out of this situation.
Hey, Ben and Danny, are you out there watching? I have some pizza here. There it is. So I'm looking at it right now. There it is. All right. So they're obsessed about pizza. Oh, here we go. There, guys. Ranch dressing over there. So there's our pizza.
Does that count?
On his stream.
Yeah, does that count?
I think it counts.
Russ did the safe action, so with that,
So freaky,
his
dude.
haunted house experience is officially over.
Dude, it's so freaky. I'm still confused on it.
Russ ate the pizza.
Well, I guess we can officially say that Russ now no longer has the power to effectively blackmail anyone. He accepted total defeat when he took that bite of pizza. So fast forward to now. There's currently a hard drive being shipped to my house. But it's not just any hard drive. It's a hard drive that all of the big budget documentaries were competing to get, but none of them were able to get their hands on it. but it's also the same hard drive that anyone who's ever been in possession of it has completely disappeared. And right before the package delivered to my house, I got a phone call.
That man is evil. He might be playing around in his front yard for dog food, but the stuff that he did to people behind closed doors is the problem. This guy is a scumbag, nasty piece of shit, and he's gotten away with it for this long. And every time he stops, he starts right back because he thinks he's untouchable. I don't know, man. He's got to burn. He has to burn. He deserves to burn, man. Like, you're so close, man. You're so close, man. You got everything I had and more. Like, you got the LLC, you got the hard drive, you got everything the hell you needed. I just want this piece of shit to go down, man.
I know every single person watching right now wants proof that this is the actual hard drive. So, well, I guess let's see if my channel disappears now.
Dude, that's crazy.
If you guys want to support the channel and help me take down bad guys like Russ, then follow me on Patreon.
That's crazy, actually. Damn, bro.
The internet can't decide if this director who goes by Lucifer Valentine, if he's the greatest horror director of all time, or if this man is actually hurting people, but because these movies are marketed as fictional horror movies, he's never gotten in trouble for his crimes. This is a huge mystery on the internet that has still never been solved because the director is completely anonymous. So, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to solve it, but the deeper I searched, the stranger it got. I found fan pages that weren't run by fans, actors that were just disappearing, and I've been threatened that if I release this video to the public...
Yo, this guy is good creepy... Yeah, it's like really good creepypasta. It's all just like creepypasta after creepypasta after creepypasta.
Things will happen to me. But I'm releasing it anyways. Here's the story of the dark side of Hollywood.
Alright, we'll probably watch this tomorrow. It's too late. It's too late, man. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this. We'll watch this tomorrow. Reckless Ben. I feel like some of these videos don't show up. Oh, I shut down McKamey Manor? Dude, we missed this? No way, dude. Bro shut down McKamey Manor?
I got a hold of the never-before-seen McKamey Manor footage.
Yo, we're not done yet. We gotta watch this. We're not done yet, dude.
Stuff that I can't show.
This footage shows what really goes on inside the world's scariest haunted house. It's the stuff the owner doesn't want anyone to see.
Of course, I'm not going to play this for anybody but just being Holly, but...
Now that we have all of the raw footage of what really happens here, we're going to work with law enforcement to shut this place down. The moment I opened the raw footage, I understood what everyone was warning me about.
Like, I'm telling you, man, when you get that hard drive, you're gonna understand completely why there's, like, man, I got this in the palm of my hand, but what the f can I do? When you open it and you see it, you're gonna understand.
Yeah, now I understand. But screw it, I'm gonna show you guys anyways. So let's start all the way back at the beginning.
Yo, Poet Roper, goated. Poet Roper's catching up. You only 9 more to... Yo, W Poet Roper. Appreciate it, bro. The GOAT.
Footage starts with a full walkthrough of McKamey Manor.
Now here in the garage, where all the haunted house stuff was, which is very expensive
Appreciate
stuff.
it, dude.
And you get to see the movie magic behind all of Russ's videos. On one hand, you have people freaking out because of the scary saw, which in reality is just plastic. Or these scary snakes, which are also just plastic. Or this contraption, which is literally just a chair. The only other part of the haunted house is this water tank, these cages, and a bunch of Halloween props just taking up space in the backyard. To be honest, when I watch this footage, I don't see the scariest haunted house in the world. I barely even see a haunted house at all. So then, why does everyone who shows up get so scared?
I just lost all sense of reality right now.
Why? Is that scary here?
Like, I just lost all sense of reality.
I think I just died, dude.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Russ actually has an explanation of how he's able to capture these insane reactions.
You're going to be doing bungee jumping, zip lines. You're going to slide down this little section. It's a 200-yard underwater haunted house.
Damn, birds are
basically.
freaked, dude.
You're going to do a lot of height
It's like a
stunts.
taken from
You're
another
jumping
world.
platforms.
But the photos on Russ's hard
Sent
drive
into the
show
fourth
that
dimension.
all of these stunts are photoshopped. So Russ is using these stunts as a cover for what's really going on. He doesn't want anyone to find out the truth. Whatever Russ is hiding gets so bad that it actually made all of McKamey Manor's actors turn on Russ and quit.
We are no longer in any way, shape, or form affiliated with McKamey Manor.
I don't want to be anywhere near that. I don't want to be a part of it. It's not safe.
Without Russ's actors doing these mystery things to the contestants, McKamey Manor barely passes as a haunted house. I mean, the next contestant's gonna show up, easily walk through it without getting scared, and win the $20,000. So, at this point, Russ is pretty desperate.
Hey everybody, it's Russ. I need your help. No, I'm trying again. Hey everybody, it's Russ from McKamey Manor. I need your help.
But Russ decided to make his situation even worse. He cheated on his girlfriend, so she left him. And she took with her all the props she bought from McKamey Manor, which was all of them, leaving him with literally nothing.
I was totally robbed. Totally. Probably the ex-actors, etc.
Russ thinks his ex-actors stole all his stuff for revenge for what he made them do inside the haunted house. So now he's angry at them, but before he could retaliate, he ran into financial trouble because his girlfriend's gone now, and he couldn't afford his house, so he had to sell it and move to a cheaper location.
We are going to Tennessee. What are you doing?
If you thought McKamey Manor was a below average haunted house before, well, now he literally has nothing. And this is where the footage gets dark. From this point on, this is the reason no one's released this hard drive yet. So we thought it'd be best to review the rest of the footage with the Wolf, the guy who created the McKamey Manor Exposed movement. The only problem is, I can't let anyone know that I have this hard drive.
Don't let nobody know you got that shit. You gotta be careful, man, because it, like, in real life, it might fuck your life up.
So I had to come up with a cover story. I told him the entire reason he's flying to Los Angeles is to participate in the haunted house I created to make up for how bad of a time he had at McKamey Manor. I call my haunted house Ben's Basement.
Our contestant has arrived.
Ready to take down Ben's basement and be the first person to do it. Let's go, baby.
McKamey Manor set the bar so low that it didn't really take much effort at all for me to create a better haunted house.
Did you lose the bet? No, he's doing a haunted house right now. Oh,
But then I took him to a secret room where I knew that no one would be able to find us.
I heard there's a surprise just coming here, and it's been making me paranoid ever since with the whole Ben's basement thing. I don't even know what this is, but thank you.
You don't know what it is?
I have no idea.
It's a hard drive.
Is it the hard drive? How did you even get this?
So I opened up the file called Marissa. The footage starts with them showing up to her hotel. First, Russ needs to film a video clip so he can show his audience that Marissa's gonna go through the craziest haunted house ever.
We will have to swim 200 yards underwater in a makeshift sewer with several obstacles and traps and stay on top of the quicksand with 5 more eels buried in a pit of hundreds of live rodents. The barrel rolled down a severely steep mountain.
Unfortunately, though, again, I can't show you much, just little pieces here and there. And
When you watch the YouTube version of this, the video cuts to Marissa's reaction, leaving the audience to wonder, what happened inside the haunted house that made her so scared? Well, now we have the hard drive, so we can finally put this mystery to an end. Turns out the answer is, it's just movie magic.
Start screaming right now. Start screaming. Scream.
And now with just a little bit of editing, we got a final product for YouTube. Yeah, Marissa told me that pretty much the only reason she came here was Russ said he needed to make a viral video with her now that everyone in his life was turning on him.
So he had convinced me that the manor was about to be shut down and it was dying and like nothing was going to work anymore. He convinced me that I needed to go back out to like save the manor. And I thought that's what I was doing. Everything would fail and be bad and be my fault.
So Russ gaslighted her into being an actor for his fake YouTube video, which this is actually a pretty common trend on the internet.
What the hell? You're just sitting there?
The trend with this genre of videos is the bigger of a reaction you film, the more viral the video goes.
What the heck?
Yeah, this reaction sucked, so it didn't get that many views. But if we look at this video,
How are you gonna freaking hit on her? You know she don't like her.
there's a much bigger reaction, so it went more viral. Let's be honest, nobody likes people who fake content to get famous, but Russ makes these guys look like saints, because he'll go to some pretty extreme measures just to make sure he gets a viral reaction. So first he told his audience that Marissa's about to go through a challenging underwater swim, so now he needs a massive reaction for when she gets out. Desperate to capture it, he ties her down and pepper sprays her. All Russ needs now to complete the shot is a little bit more movie magic. Now, everyone watching the YouTube video thinks she just came out of the scariest underwater haunted house ever. And because Russ was able to capture such a crazy reaction, his video went viral. At this point, Marissa realizes that this isn't what she agreed to fly to Tennessee for,
Dude,
so
crazy.
she's begging for them to let her go just so she can wipe off her face.
Please wipe my face, please, somebody. Please, Russ, please.
You got it.
I need you to wipe off my face.
But Russ only cares about one thing, capturing a viral
That's
reaction for his video.
Stay there.
Please, please. Please, somebody wipe my face, please.
It's pretty clear that Marissa's over this. She wants to leave, but
Dang, dude.
if Russ lets her go, then his video ends.
I'll put a lot of work into this, okay? I want to make a
freak,
good movie
yeah.
with you, right? We're going to do some very light, entertaining things, okay? I'm going to give you one more try. Fucking little baby. You're a fucking little piece of shit.
So completely against her consent, Russ shaved her head.
Let it go. Let it out. Let it go. Let it go.
Getting my head shaved really sucked. Really, really sucked. If I had been in control of that, or if I had done that like for charity, it would have been one thing. But like, I went through that just so he could have like 10 minutes of gratification online again.
But this is where the footage gets really dark. Russ is paranoid since everyone in his life just turned on him. He's finally gonna receive consequences for everything he's done. The only person in Russ's life who hasn't turned on him yet is Marissa. And she's still friends with all of the ex-actors, so she has information that Russ wants to know, and he'll do anything to get it out of her.
Mike reached out to me after my last tour.
Really? What do you have to say?
Said Russ is a psycho and I shouldn't support him and he's an abuser.
To get more information out of her, they dunked her in ice water.
I do not want to continue. I do not want to continue.
All right, a little bit lower. Here we go.
No.
You better start talking.
Everyone is
Damn, dude.
saying that I'm
That's crazy.
protecting a woman beater.
This is the first thing that could get Russ in serious trouble, because right now, all of his ex-girlfriends
Dude,
are
that's
going online
insane,
saying this.
He was rougher than he'd ever been with me, leaving clear marks and bruises. And I was supposed to say it was okay.
He's hurt. He's trying to kill me. He threatened me with a gun. This man is very dangerous.
Like Holly said, he was going to go buy a gun and he was going to kill me.
So you think I beat Carol?
I have no idea.
Really? After what you know about me, you think I hit women? Stay with it. Stay with it.
But at this point, Marissa has to agree with them, or else bad things happen.
From my standpoint, sometimes women deserve to be hit.
The reason Russ is worried about all of this is because all his personal videos with what his girlfriends were just talking about were recently stolen from him.
So Mike Meacham hacked on the computer, didn't he?
I don't know about that.
Who did it then?
I don't know about the hacks. I assume that Russ left a device logged in.
By the way, all that's McKamey Manor intellectual property. We can prove it. So I'd recommend it gets returned. Thank you.
Well, guess what? We have the hard drive now, and
That's
we're
crazy,
never
bro.
returning it.
It's actually insane.
Legal action has been started. How do you associate with those kind of people?
Because I thought I was your mole. But you don't trust me, so that backfired.
After getting all of the information they needed, they finally let her go.
That should be like in prison, bro.
The only thing Russ needs now is a clip to end his YouTube video to cover up everything that really happened here.
Were you entertained when you were here?
Extremely entertained.
If you really want to see all the new stuff, come on down. Don't be afraid of us. It's family fun.
And this is just one video out of like thousands. The next video in the timeline gets even worse. You see, a week later, Russ tried to do another fake production, and this footage is under a folder called Rhett.
So tell the folks who you are, and you can use your character's name and what you're doing.
I'm Rhett Silvis.
As you can see, Rhett is not this guy's real name. He's a fake character pretending to go through McKamey Manor. He told me that Russ told him to do this because Russ wanted to show his subscribers a tough, manly guy going through McKamey Manor, because that would go super viral.
I was supposed to be his actor. He's like, yeah, we're gonna amp you up and say that you had the hardest experience, and you know we're gonna make you go through the longest,
Crazy
like
ass schizo,
for
yeah.
business-wise, for publicity, right?
So they came up with the character of Rhett, which is a stupid tough guy with a thick country accent.
I'm going through McKamey Manor. I'm gonna do my damnedest, that's all I know.
Look at him, he's a big boy. You're gonna initial every paragraph.
But what if I can't read?
So he signed a fake contract for the cameras, and I say it's a fake contract because he signed it as Rhett Silvis, his character's name. It's not a legal contract. In reality, it's just a movie prop. But right before they drove to the next location, Russ decided to break character for a second.
You're not gonna talk about what happens whatsoever to anybody, even Chris. You don't tell nobody what is gonna about to take place. It's top secret.
So it was time for them to drive to McKamey Manor.
We're just getting to the zone. Once we get to the zone in the first stunt, that's when your tour starts. Just happen to be taking you a little bit quicker, that's all.
Down. Still on. He's hurt. Stop.
I'm not going to show the aftermath of this because it's honestly pretty gruesome. All of his skin from his stomach and legs is gone.
Dude.
And he needs to go to a hospital, but instead, I think Russ had other plans.
You're mad right now, aren't you? Who you mad at?
If you think I'm mad at this shit.
For some reason, it kind of seems like Russ is trying to add to Rhett's injury by giving him an infection with this dirty water. And this is footage that Russ will never show his audience. He's doing this for some weird personal reason. Just like last week when he interrogated Marissa. There's something else going on here. But Russ knows exactly how to cover all of this up. All he has to do is film one more clip for his YouTube video. So he puts him in the only Halloween prop he has left, and he's not gonna let him leave until he gives a good review.
No big deal, man. We're gonna talk. We're just a prayer.
We're gonna talk!
Do you have any final words you want to tell the fans?
But Rhett was stuck until he gave Russ the footage he wanted. So eventually, he decided to play along.
Thought I was gonna teach y'all a lesson, but I learned a lesson tonight.
Now Russ's YouTube video is finally complete. So when the police end up watching it, it looks like everything's consensual and like Rhett even had a good time. It's the perfect cover.
We're covering ourselves, and that's why we never had any problems.
And Russ uses the same cover story
Why didn't
to
he
get
go
away.
back and beat his ass? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like kind of crazy though. This like is like insane, dude. Like literally like psycho. Like actually crazy.
With hurting a new victim every single week.
She actually went to the police directly after the haunt and put assault charges on it. Now, nothing happened with it because of the fact that we have all this footage, and without going into great detail, I showed the footage to the proper people, and they're like, yeah, you're fine. Without that, just think, if I didn't have the footage and the waiver, he said, you would have been in jail.
But now, we have the raw footage to show the police. Footage that shows the edited footage they watched is a lie, and that you actually are doing illegal things. Once the police watch this footage, Russ won't be able to say anything to be able to talk his way out of this.
Crazy,
so the first thing we did was we sent all the raw footage to every person who's ever worked with Russ.
That's the best way to do it. Like, give the victims the control of what they do with it. That's the best idea.
Pretty much immediately, Rhett's footage got shown to law enforcement. And now that there's proof that contradicts Russ's proof, they finally shut down McKamey Manor. The end. Well, that's at least what we thought was going to happen. What actually happened
South
was
is fine.
the police didn't want to watch the footage.
I'll stay in the north.
That's when I realized
stay in the north.
there's a much bigger problem than we ever saw coming.
Dude.
This guy already showed everything on the hard drive to the police 3 years ago, and they did nothing.
They've received it all, and they shrug it off every time. There is something weird going on with that sheriff's department and that police department. I don't know how to explain it other than Russ has got some literal friends in high places. Like, I'm telling you, there is some kind of corruption going on there.
So our first option, going to the police, is not going to work. So now it's on to our second option, release everything on the hard drive to the public.
But I just say release it all at once. Once this stuff's out, it's out.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I get arrested for it, so be it. People need to see this. I don't care. I'll go to jail.
This sounds like the obvious solution. Release all the footage for the entire world to see. But then I got a phone call warning me that this might actually be our worst option.
I got pressured into, man, just put it out, just put it out, just put it out. That's the end, that's it, that's gonna end this guy. And you gotta not do it like I did. I'm not putting you, I'm sure you've heard this before, you will understand when you get it, man. There's a reason why nobody's getting that thing up yet. There is not good stuff on there, man.
Apparently what we've watched so far is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the clean stuff compared to everything else.
Bro.
This is the footage that shows that Russ has really done some terrible things. But without getting too much into detail, I'll just say it gets pretty personal for the victims.
To put out what's on that hard drive, you're gonna have to put out somebody else that's completely innocent. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can blur the face out, but everybody's gonna know who it is. You can't just put Russ on blast because someone else was subjecting themselves to this.
So basically, this footage being released will completely destroy Russ, but it'll also destroy the lives of innocent victims. So we decided to cross out option number 2. The problem is there's not really a good third option. 3 years ago, they tried to come up with a third option. They threw protests. They had a petition to shut down McKamey Manor that got almost 200,000 signatures, but nothing worked.
Behind the scenes, we were trying to figure out what to do with that hard drive, but nobody could ever figure it out.
So they ended up concluding that there is no third option. McKamey Manor will never get shut down.
Lots of people have tried to expose McKamey Manor before. Like, I've seen this a lot of times. It doesn't work. Like, this lie, this mystique he's made, it's way bigger than that.
But maybe there's an idea that's so far outside of the box, it might just work. I call this Crazy Plan. The plan is to attack the McKamey Manor headquarters, the place where all their business goes on. And where is this? Facebook. Yes, Crazy Plan just means take over the McKamey Manor official Facebook page. This Facebook page is how Russ recruits people to go into his haunted house. If Russ can't use his page anymore, then no one new can show up for him to spray with a hose. AKA, McKamey Manor dies.
Now, if he has to start all over again, he's not going to get 30,000 people again. He's going to be too afraid to let people in. At that point, we can convince him, hey, move on from the haunt. Let's all be friends and end this.
Well, now it's time to take over their Facebook page. First, we're gonna on a brand new Facebook account, and then we're Guys, I am truly sorry I have to censor this. I want to show you guys so bad how we're getting in, but if I show you guys, then it defeats the entire purpose of what we're doing. Just keep watching, you'll see. Once this mystery plan is finally complete, we won't just be members of the McKamey Manor page, we'll be admins, which means we can literally do whatever we want. Okay, there's one thing we can't do. We can't kick out the creator, which in this case is Russ. And this is why I had to censor the plan from before, because as long as Russ doesn't find out how we got in, we can literally just keep doing this forever, making the McKamey Manor page completely unusable. So Let's see if we can pull this off. We gotta make sure everything is ready, like when this thing happens. Because we got like 3 seconds, maybe at most. Shoot, 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 shoot. She said go, go. Wolf said go, go, go.
I got accepted. I'm an admin.
Yeah, we have full control now. So the first thing I did was I changed the name from McKamey Manor Official to McKamey Manor's Fake. I also changed the cover photo and really wanted to keep the McKamey Manor spirit alive by banning everyone who disagrees with the new admins. After 30 minutes, the most intense trolling of my life, Russ finally kicked us out.
They just kicked us out. No!
How did you hack it?
Dang it!
So, it's time to execute the plan all over again. Take back over the Facebook group before Russ has time to change it back to how it originally was. Because until Russ finds out how we made ourselves admins, we can literally just keep doing this forever. And we have the perfect cover story.
So it could be like a hacking thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Yeah, we hacked his Facebook account.
So far, Russ actually believes our cover story. He's posting all over his Facebook how we just hacked into his account.
We are like 3 seconds away from hacking Russ's Facebook account.
Looks like the plan's actually gonna work.
We can't show the secrets,
But as awesome as this plan is, there's gonna be a point in time where they eventually find out the true way that we're actually getting into their page. This plan works for now, but it's not gonna work forever. Eventually, we're gonna need a permanent way to shut this place down. But if I'm gonna be honest, the timing couldn't be any better. You see, a Hulu documentary called The Monster Inside just premiered. A documentary all about McKamey Manor. This documentary features 2 main characters. Brandon, who if we look at Russ's hard drive, is the next person to show up to his house. The other main character in this documentary is Chris, Russ's ex-best friend.
I thought that me and Russ were best friends.
Because of how involved these guys used to be with Russ, they probably have information that could actually get McKamey Manor shut down. The problem, though, is ever since I got involved with McKamey Manor, both of these guys were locked in Hulu NDA contracts, so they couldn't share any information with anyone. But now the Hulu documentary is out. Their NDA contracts are up, so I can finally work with these guys to find a final way to shut down McKamey Manor forever. I baited them to come out to California, the same way I baited the wolf to come out. I told them I had my own haunted house that would be better than what they previously experienced at McKamey Manor. Yep, I'm sending the Hulu guys through Ben's basement.
What's up? I'm Chris. I came here from Detroit to take on Ben's basement.
Dude, why do people like horror?
Far and
That's
wide
crazy,
through
dude.
all different extreme haunts, and not once have I quit yet.
I think I can beat it. I can at least beat Chris's time.
But I decided to add one more contestant, Marissa.
I'm safer in Ben's basement.
Ben's basement wasn't actually that scary though. I just wanted to show you guys that with a little bit of editing, you can make anything look scary. Just like how Russ does with his videos. But at least my haunted house was still better.
The fact though, that you guys had the live animals and, you know, a building, I think that just made you a lot more legit than McKamey Manor.
We're not trying to be the best haunted house in the world, just slightly better than McKamey Manor. That's the goal.
Yeah, just above below average.
But now that all of the McKamey Manor experts are in one secret spot, it's time to game plan on how to shut down McKamey Manor. You were best friends with Russ at one point, right?
Oh, I thought we were. I mean, but obviously we weren't. But we used to hang out every day.
As they started telling their stories, I started to hear a lot of information that I've never even heard before.
The city was like, you can't operate in the barn unless you get fire exits up, a sprinkler system, and he couldn't do any of that. So they said if there's any more tours ever here that we have proof of happening in this barn, you will be shut down.
Now it makes sense why when I went to McKamey Manor, my entire experience was outside. There was actually a 0% chance of me making it into the haunted house because Russ's barn isn't up to fire code.
He's scared of that stuff, and he knows that it was almost possible to get shut down.
Afterwards, I uploaded our conversation to Patreon, and almost immediately, I got a call from Russ's old cameraman, Cecil.
Ben was in the barn. So Ben's tour actually took place in that barn. Yes. So I'm assuming because Ben was in there, Russ added those sprinkler systems and put those easements in, right?
Nope. Wait, there's no sprinkler systems?
Nope.
If this is true, Russ broke his fire code, which the city said is means for actually shutting down McKamey Manor. All we would need now is video proof. But Russ is always one step ahead.
I had to stand at a certain position to just show that part of the wall. I wasn't allowed to show the wooden boards, you know. Russ requested and let you know not to show any of the elements of the barn itself. Right.
So we were completely screwed. Just kidding. When I went through, Russ messed up. He kept me in that drowning tank for so long that when I finally escaped, I didn't just escape. I flew out of that thing so hard I bumped Cecil to the point where he fell backwards, pointing the camera up to show with 100% proof. Russ actually does have a contestant inside his barn. Yep, that's definitely a red barn door. I'd say it's a perfect match, but we gotta execute this fast.
Russ is already working on this because the heat's been turned up, that we're going to connect these pieces really soon.
So we gathered all the legal paperwork of the codes McKamey Manor's violating.
No exit signs are in the barn.
We sent all of this paperwork to the proper authorities, and now it's just time to wait.
Tennessee's Attorney General is investigating McKamey Manor. That's an extreme haunted house in Lawrence County.
The Tennessee Attorney General raising serious concerns about an infamous haunted house attraction in Middle Tennessee.
Scarmetti's letter draws out concerns about the manor and its practices. Scarmetti goes on to say his office will be sending McKamey a formal request for documents and information to, quote, answer the numerous questions they have about the business practices of the manor and whether these practices violate consumer protection laws.
There's now an official investigation on McKamey Manor, not just by the police and not just by the sheriff, but by the Attorney General, the highest ranking official in the entire state's justice system. It's crazy that this is the level it had to be brought to in order for anything to happen, but it's finally happening.
McKamey Manor is officially being investigated. That's how we celebrate. Sick. Let's party, dude. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, McKamey Manor shut down. Yeah.
But then I found out that this investigation is probably going to take at least a year, meaning that with one victim showing up to McKamey Manor per week, there's still probably going to be 52 more victims until this place gets shut down. So this is where I propose one final plan. If we execute this plan correctly, there will never be another McKamey Manor victim ever again. To understand this plan, you're gonna have to understand why people sign up for McKamey Manor in the first place. Because right now, the general consensus of the internet is we shouldn't feel sorry for these victims because they signed up for it. However, the reality is the contract is nothing but a movie prop. Everyone who's ever been to McKamey Manor is either started out thinking they were just an actor for a fake production.
I was supposed to be his actor.
Or they legitimately signed up because they were promised zip lines, bungee jumping, a high ropes course. Normally, this stuff costs like thousands of dollars, but instead, Russ said he'll actually pay you for this experience.
What other establishment offers 20 grand? That's nuts, right?
That's a good kind of nuts, though, man.
How about we set you up with a tour? What do you say? You would be $20,000 richer.
He told me it was like an Indiana Jones ride on steroids.
I think it's more fun than crazy, so it's kind of like an Indiana Jones ride on steroids.
Yeah.
Fun.
The problem, though, is it's all a lie. So I thought, how funny would it be if I actually created everything Russ advertises to his victims? That way, instead of going to McKamey Manor, they'll come to my haunted house instead. Yep, I'm gonna destroy McKamey Manor with classic capitalism. So I reached out to someone who was interested in doing McKamey Manor, and I said, instead of going to McKamey Manor, what if you go to Ben's basement, the new scariest haunted house in the world?
Dude.
I have no idea what to expect.
Aren't people just paying for masochism? No, they don't know it's gonna be that bad, dude. They think it's just gonna be like a scary thing. And then it turns into like a horror, actual like physical torture, dude. How was it? McKinley Manor. Whatever happened to it? Update: Russ has been charged with attempted murder and rape. Russ is arrested for domestic violence. He does karaoke on Facebook now. Without the manor, he would 100% be a serial killer. Yeah, honestly, he probably is already, honestly. If I had to guess, this is like some sort of behavior that's not... Didn't start with a haunted house. Does karaoke on... Yeah, he just kind of like just chills out now. Damn. Is he still alive? Is he still fine? That's kind of like insane. This is like an actual like horror. 2026, Russ is still free and operating as normal. They said his PTSD stops when he tortures. This is not a Serbian film. Oh, that's freaky, dude. My stomach feels sick. Yeah, it's have to send Sneaker to McKamey Manor, dude. Sneaker's going to McKamey Manor. That man has some skeletons. Yeah, dude. Dan G, would you go to McKamey Manor after seeing this? Yeah, it's really weird. It's very interesting. Like, how are the police not doing anything? It's kind of bizarre. It's weird he works at Walmart, too. That's the most freaky part. It's like brother working at Walmart. That's the most fucked up thing, dude. I don't know, the owner, backstory is the owner just a psychopath or something? No, he's literally just like torturing people and like pretending. He's literally just like actually torturing people. And like filmed it all. But like got his like information leaked. Like he dragged somebody by the car until on like gravel and stuff. And he's just saying it's like a... Yeah, he hires people to film fake videos and then tortures them for the footage. Yeah, he basically hires people. He films them giving consent as a character, shows them sign the contract as the character, then proceeds to torture them, then tortures them to leave a good review in video form at the end. He also sexually assaults the women as well, allegedly. That's crazy, dude. My low battery came on. It's a bit psychopathic. Yeah, dude, it's probably just like he's probably like a serial killer or something. Like, I don't know, if you're doing that level of stuff, like actually torturing people and filming it, and then like he's gotta have actually done actual stuff, not just like, I don't know, that maybe he's just building up to it. I don't know enough about the psychopathic mind. Case was dismissed. Somehow I guess this guy was divorced. Bro's got another hard drive somewhere. I don't know. I feel like if he has all that stuff in the same hard drive, it's probably it. The only thing I'm thinking of is like you get people to do that, like they have connections to do things to like people. Like you would have like damn, it's me in like a year. You have like people who are like that, and you don't put them in prison, but then you tell them to go kill somebody, and then they go do it because they don't care. Because like otherwise you kill them. Otherwise you put them in prison. That's that type of person. I could be wrong though. Very bizarre, dude. That's like so freaky. Good job on that video. That's like an insane video. Ooh, I'm dying, dude. There has to be a dead body. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it with the other guy, that Satanist guy, because he gave off a very weird look. I don't know. That's one of them things that makes you like